Welcome to That's Absurd Podcast. Your source for everything hip-hop, pop culture, sports, and more. Tune in, subscribe, enjoy.
Yo. Welcome back to another episode of That's Absurd Podcast. I go by the name of Juno, a.k.a. Melvote.
It's your boy, Gene AP.
And your boy, Gray.
All right. Gray, you might need to speak up a little louder or something because I'm
Really?
picking you up properly.
Oh, man. I'm always having this trouble.
There's the mic. I don't know how I'm coming in.
So you're still not hearing me from the mic?
I hear you.
We hear you, but I'm just saying you might need to speak louder.
Oh, all right.
Or either that or get closer to the mic. We want to welcome Nate into the country. No more third world Nate. We got first world Nate, USA Nate.
Back, baby.
Coming to America.
What you guys been up to this past week, man? I know it's a bunch of nothing, but what have you guys been doing to like stay safe, stay,
Well, for me, just quarantine. I went out just because I had to take care of some things. I just had some home projects. But one thing I noticed, I went to Home Depot and I'm seeing more people than I usually see on a normal day before the quarantine. It's like, even Walmart too. Like it's like Walmart, Home Depot, those are like the hangouts now. Like people go there like, just to like, I guess like they become like the club or the bar. And you could tell like a lot of people that are there, they're not the usual like, Home Depot customer. They're just there and, looking around, walking around just because, they want to be out of the house. They want to be bored.
You saying they there because Home Depot is the only shit that's open right now?
Home Depot, even Walmart too. Well,
That's nothing. Yeah, I was just going to tell you, I went to Walmart today. Nothing's thicker than Walmart, bro. You think there's no shutdown, bro. Walmart was packed. I was like, if I didn't have Corona, I probably left there with Corona, bro. That shit is packed, bro.
Yeah, and it's like down here in Florida, it's like people acting like they don't know like what's going on. Like it's like they didn't hear nothing about this coronavirus thing. Everybody just walking around normally, just
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, bro. People in Florida ain't taking this shit serious at all.
It's crazy.
It's Florida, what they expect?
Yeah, but other than that, just trying to find things to do.
I thought you told Didier 15 minutes. That nigga already on.
It's because we started late.
Nah, nigga, you started late.
Does he pop it in? How does it work?
He has to turn on his video and all that. But nonetheless, Nate.
There you go.
What up, Didier? We still got some issues to can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear. What's good?
Chilling. We still got some issues we need to deal with Nate. As you can see, if you see Nate's hairline all the way fucked up, right? Nate, how the hell you show up an hour late to a virtual fucking meeting, bro?
I didn't show up an hour late. I was getting everything set up. After I had all the tools from last weekend, but then after that I had to find the lighting. The lighting wasn't right. My wife moved around a bunch of the boxes with the bulbs, but then I had to find the right place to put all the lighting. So now we up.
You over there, you look like you pop locking and dropping it, bro. What's up with your Wi-Fi, bro?
Me? It's shaky?
No, I'm talking about Didier.
My Wi-Fi's acting up?
You look grainy and shaky on my end, at least. It might be my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, he don't look bad. He looks regular. I don't see it. No issue.
I'm about to say.
Okay.
I got Fios, man. My end is supposed to be face.
But Didier, what you been up to lately? What have you been doing in this in the midst of this quarantining?
I've been going crazy, man. I know the first couple of days it's like, man, just trying to, create content for the social media and stuff like that. And then there's times where it's just like, man, I need to get out this house. But get out the house and go do what? Because mind you, I'm in Boston, so it's cold out here. It's still kind of cold, so there's nothing for you to like go to a park or something, take in the scenery. It's tough, dog. It's tough for real, man. I'm just ready to leave the house, man.
Well,
so you haven't had to go to work.
Just tell them you're a Florida man and do what the hell you want.
Yeah, right, exactly. That's the thing to do out here. Nah, I want no problems, man. Like I said, it's cold, so there's nothing for us to do. You know what I'm saying? But y'all be acting up, man. Y'all compadres, especially Miami Beach, governor acting up.
Well, now they have a stay-at-home order for South Florida, so hopefully that puts some urgency on some people to let them know they're not playing.
Is it an order or a recommendation? Because they sent out a recommendation.
It's a mandate.
Mandate. All right, so what's the difference? Order, mandate, recommendation.
Just stay home or inside? Because this today you been?
Stay home.
No, they put this today?
I think he announced it yesterday.
Oh, okay, so I saw something on the weekend. He had said the Surgeon General for people that's 65 and older stay inside the house.
That was over the weekend, but yesterday he said South Florida has a stay-at-home order.
So you telling me
they just winging shit here, bro?
You feel me? Like,
how 2 days later you change your damn order? Well, 2 days later, bro.
I think he saw that party down there on 95 in Lauderdale.
Oh, don't worry.
That went too far. Like, nah, we gotta stop this shit now.
All right, wait till they bring that thing to I-4. They'll figure it out.
Oh man,
they say it's supposed to get worse in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how they predicted that. Is this the weather supposed to go colder? How's that supposed to work? Is that peak flu season, or is it supposed to happen?
I'm not sure. Well, it's not that it's peak. That's when it's gonna reach its peak, meaning that everybody that's gonna contract it at the highest number is gonna. When the highest number gonna get there, not peak as in a season or anything like that.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, they said we should be in for a lot of trouble. And still, Trump refuses to do a mandatory nationwide lockdown. They just asked him today. He said,
"What you drinking on there, Didier?"
Drinking a little Cavassier. You know what I'm saying? Gotta pass myself the Cavassier. You feel me?
I
thought y'all supposed to be drinking too. Shit.
I got the thing in the refrigerator. I got
a little hen dog.
I got
Chase for the little orange.
I don't know. It's a special occasion.
You know how it is.
Everyone's got the bottles with you.
Exactly. He brought out the bottle. I was like, let me pull out my bottle too.
I might as well get my bottle.
Yeah, maybe I should go get mine. I got that hidden white, man. I didn't want to open it unless it was a special occasion.
You ain't got nothing else?
You don't even drink.
The other one I got is vodka, bro, and I ain't trying to get that hangover in the morning.
What, you gotta go to work?
Nowhere.
No, man, that headache.
You gotta go.
When you wash, that headache hit different in the morning. That migraine make you feel like you got the Rona for real, bro.
It's not like you got something to do in the morning. You need to chill out and get that vodka. Say that Henny white before we get off this.
I got that. What's that? Diddy? What's Diddy's one again?
Ciroc.
I got the Ciroc peach.
Yeah, man, hit that up. Hit that up.
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go down, go get a sip of that, bring that up.
Yeah,
but I haven't been up to nothing. Like this past weekend, I've just been hitting up stores the same way, doing curbside ordering at Best Buy and such. It's cool. A lot of these companies ain't about to let the no dollar slide, bro. They already hit everything.
You've been kind of reckless, Nate, because every time I talk to you on the phone, you out somewhere, bro. You not.
I'm out, but I'm ordering curbside, so I'm practically inside. Unless the Rona makes it through the car. You know what I'm saying? Goes inside the car filter while I'm driving. Only I've been doing is doing home improvements.
Yeah, man. Still people hoarding up these toilet papers, man. Shoot, went to Walmart, Publix. Shelves are empty.
Y'all still shopping for toilet paper, bro?
Yeah, ain't no toilet paper for real.
Yeah, I'm saying, how much shit do y'all gotta take away? Y'all gotta look for toilet paper.
Nigga, all we do is stay home and eat. You gotta take a dump.
Baby wipes, bro. I thought I told y'all, but then I put you on.
Yeah, but you gotta use
I don't even see those.
Nate.
You don't have to use the. You could go all in on the baby wipes.
You only need, if you're gonna use the dry ones first, you only need like 2 sheets, bro.
If you go, yeah, correct. He's trying to conserve the dry ones, so you just go all in the baby wipes.
So
He just chill. I know you
who got one ply.
Afterwards, you just chill. Let the air dry. Then you get up off the toilet.
What? You to get air dried, bro.
Air dry. You just sit at the toilet for a bit. I know you want to go, so you figure you need the paper towels as well. But you ain't got. You just chill for a little bit. Yeah, the toilet papers are fully still emptied out.
Mm-hmm. So you got to wake up in the morning and ask the stores, when the trucks come in and be the first in line. I'm like, come on, man, it's just ridiculous.
Are they doing the thing up there with y'all too, where the some stores it's between 7 and 9 is just the elderly people?
I think only Publix has that.
Publix got it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, between 7 and 9, only the elderly. This should though mandate for all stores like that. It's kind of messed up.
Fuck that. Fuck them old people. They said 65 and up stay home, so all that shit should be over with, right?
But they got to shop though. How they gonna eat?
They don't need to shop every day, bro. People don't need it. People are going to Walmart and Publix every day of the week, and then they complain about not having money.
Listen, you gotta eat, dog. Old people
They're
gotta
not
eat.
really going there to shop. They're hanging out in there. They're hanging out at Walmart, Publix, all the big stores.
Oh, that's cap.
It's like because they have nothing to do. They want to, just like hang out at home. They want to hang out in stores, Home Depot, all that.
So they suicidal then. They told them stay ass home for real.
Listen,
they on their last limb, bro.
In my neighborhood, people outside in hammocks, run around jogging. You think it's just another day, bro?
Yeah, bro. Every time I'm driving home, I see a lot of people walking around the neighborhood. I'm like, they just don't have to go to work, so they chilling.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they're social quarantine in the sense that they're probably not in one big group, but families are going out picnicking, this and that. Whatever that person in your house got, the other person got anyway, so who knows? But even if you notice, like the kids around the neighborhood, sometimes you'll see them click up in bikes together. Like, this defeats the whole purpose. But I guess kids aren't the target demographic. Until we get a full lockdown, this shit's not going nowhere, though.
Bro, there's no such thing as a target, bro, because they're telling you people 20.
Yeah, everybody getting it, everybody dying.
20 years old.
Target demographic is, let's say, 40, 50 and older, elderly. They are still plenty outliers. You got younger folks, but the general majority of the deaf are elderly. 95% of the elderly. That's the target demographic.
There's no such thing as plenty of outliers, because once it's more than a few, it's no longer an outlier, nigga. That's part of the.
Yeah, that's what. It's still a few. If you look at the majority, let's say there's 40,000.
It's not deaths, a few, bro.
If there's 40,000 deaths and 95% of them is a certain target range, all of the rest are the outliers.
But it's not 95. That's what they're telling you, bro. It's gonna be more like 20%.
No, not even. No way. Not even.
Are gonna be under the age of between the ages of 20 and 40.
40. Yep.
You're gonna have to cite your faxes on that one.
CNN, nigga.
You already know.
I don't.
Hey, put out that Fox News.
Hey, that nigga's trying to equal it out.
Come with your Fox News facts. Fox News.
Fucking Hannity.
Oh, man.
Bro, I'm really starting to really dislike CNN, bro.
Why?
CNN, all they try to do is bash Trump throughout this whole ordeal.
As they should. What do you mean?
No, they got to report some of the good shit too, bro.
What's the good shit he's done?
There's nothing good, bro.
Yeah,
listen, there's places that aren't short on supplies. There's other places. There's some good shit coming out, bro. People out here doing good work, but all they want to do is report the shortages, but not everywhere has a shortage.
Yeah, but the bigger places that have it metropolitan, the places that you should expect that's going to be in Target, they have shortages.
Anticipating a shortage. Trump said the shit's coming. Just wait for the shit to come.
New York, LA, those places have them. Those places have shortages.
They don't have a shortage right now. They're anticipating a shortage because they're running through a lot of equipment real fast.
No, they do have shortages in New York.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you have a place with millions of people and you only have a couple of thousand ventilators, it's not going to work.
Well, to be honest with you, I believe definitely supposed to be having shortages. My thing is, I don't know if y'all heard about this part yet, where the different states are bidding against each other.
Yeah, so it's making the price go up.
Yeah, now that's the crazy shit to me.
Yeah, so it's like an auction, making them bid against each other for the thing. You tell me how's Trump not responsible for that?
But listen, we're in Florida, and Florida has gotten all the supplies they asked for, and that's because we got Trump homeboy as our governor. So
you're saying that's CNN supposed to be reporting that as a good thing?
Yeah,
I'm just letting you know, nigga. I'm just letting you know. If Gillum had won, Florida would be in some shit right now.
Y'all wouldn't be fucked.
We wouldn't have no supplies.
That is big facts, though. That'd be totally facts.
Act like you don't even know it, son.
What Florida be in right now?
What you say?
Hey, what?
If Gillum had one, what would Florida be in right now?
Florida be in the shits, bro. We wouldn't have no supplies, bro.
No supplies. No supplies.
Because Trump and Gillum don't fuck with each other at all.
If that motherfucker ain't blue, he ain't fucking with you. Straight up.
But Trump. I think Trump won that battle. Once we saw Gillum on that meth, I think Trump won that battle.
Oh man, that shit was tough. See that shit? I'm like, oh nah, they ain't catch you in the hotel drunk as fuck.
Well, I got the thing from February 29th, the last that I'm looking at the statistics reported. During that time, the death rates for 0 to 9, they had no fatalities during that time. From 10 to 19 was 0.2%. From 20 to 29, 0.2%. 30 to 39, 0.2%. 50 to 59 is 1.3%. 60 to 69, 3.6%. 70 to 76, 8%. 80 plus, 14%. See what I'm saying? So you can see target demographic, the highest would be 14%.
But that was in USA or globally?
That's global.
Oh, it's different in the USA, nigga, because it's the young people that's not listening and contracting it.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the death rate. Anyone could contract it. No one ever said no one's off limit. Anyone can contract it. It's a death rate.
Yeah, but the higher the death rate if you contract it.
No, but you can get it, and then most people that got this disease recovered from it. Most people that got it ain't even going into the hospital.
Oh, most people ain't recovering, bro.
Huh?
Most people ain't recovering.
Yeah, most people that got it have gotten it and recovered.
Yeah, most people recovered.
That's why you don't hear about it.
Oh, Nate.
So let me ask you this question. So based on how you think right now, how you feel right now, do you think we should be in this quarantine situation?
I think we need a full quarantine if you're going to end it, sure.
Okay.
But the half-measure quarantines we got ain't going to do nothing. Because as long as people are able to pass in between this, that, and you're only doing half measures. Mm-hmm. It's just making it last longer. You need a full shutdown for 2 weeks if you're going to get rid of it. But like I said, for most people that already got it, say like the young people, they might have had a sniffles for 1-2 days, and then they're right back at the house, and that's it. They may not even feel it. But the thing is, they can still transmit it when there's no signs on them. And that's why they want the young people to stay inside.
So even if they do have a shutdown, like it's only so much thing you can shut down. You can't shut down everything.
Why?
Yeah, so hospitals gonna have to still be open, and
yeah, that's fine. We need people on the outside to stop moving. They're cool. Yeah. Hospitals be open.
Yeah, but like what do you call that? Retail stores gonna have to be still be open.
No, they need all that shut down. You do
your grocery store shut down too.
Everything. That's how shutdown works. You do your shopping. You bulk up. It's like when there's a hurricane, don't we have like a good 1 hour? Don't we have a good 8-hour window of a shutdown?
That's not how. What you just said, you just said 8. That thing, that's mad short. If they saying stay home for 2 weeks with no grocery stores.
I didn't say no. I'm saying that's why you got to bulk up. You were saying you prep for it.
Mass hysteria.
But, okay, where's the mass hysteria in China?
You talking about
Where's
China?
the mass hysteria in Italy?
What are you talking about, Italy? This is the USA. People fighting for toilet paper. Wait till them niggas is fighting for rice.
If you don't want to have their death rates, you got to take these type of events in advance. I was just seeing here today. I hear U.S. passes China in death. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they did
for the week.
Bro, USA completely fucked this shit up, bro.
So yeah. So are you saying CNN's mystically? If we now pass in China, we're now number 1 again, baby. That's what y'all wanted, right? Y'all saying something that y'all seen 2 months in advance.
If we gotta be great, we gotta be great in everything, right?
Gotta be in every category. That shit is crazy, bro.
Oh man.
But you have been saying so it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Not my fault.
I'm hoping they mean just this week. I don't know if we pass their total numbers for U.S. to project to pass China. That's ridiculous in deaths.
So also we're gonna have a shutdown. Okay, tomorrow's about to be April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
So, rent is due. You still have to have money to pay. For your necessities.
We already answered all that. That's why they just passed the bill.
We have the money.
The checks are coming.
Come in yet?
The checks are coming.
The checks are 3 weeks out, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, here's why y'all don't understand. Here's why y'all don't have to worry about it. Because here's how it goes.
You don't have to worry.
If you shut down everything, right? You don't pay your rent. They have to give you an eviction notice. You don't leave. Someone has to enforce the eviction notice. You go to the courthouse. There's no sheriff officer there. You know what I'm saying? When they tell you everything shut down, everything literally shut down. Unless your landlord's going to come and pull you out, which he doesn't legally have any right to. That's why they have to have a sheriff to execute the orders. So once the government tell you that when they tell you there's a stay on foreclosures or anything like that, it's because they're the ones that usually enforce it. So you won't have to pay the rent. When they tell the utility companies don't close down for this stuff, that's what usually happens. So when they tell you they need a freeze on the area, these are the soft things they're doing right now. I just got a letter from my mortgage company. They basically worded how they're here for us, this, that, and the third, and then reminded us that there's a digital way of paying. That's what happens when you have half measures. But if you shut everything down, they ain't going to tell you about, oh, yeah, you can always pay digitally online. They're not going to be expecting their bread.
But have you always been paying digitally online anyway?
I did. There was a mass letter that sent to everybody. I always pay online regardless. But, they're just letting people know, don't think you're about to get off this mortgage. So you know how that goes. But that's what that shutdown happens. It's not ideal for capitalism, but that's all we're doing. The shutdown is just like a quick pause. You guys don't have to worry. Nobody's going to fall off anymore. You're not going to get to come up anymore, but everything's supposed to be able to freeze. You ain't supposed to be able to buy anything.
There's always a come up and
of course. Yep.
So you say we have a right to default?
I didn't say you have a right to default. You're not supposed to default. It's a freeze. They're giving you 2 weeks. Ain't no one telling you not to say. Have y'all been watching these
Ren is like, okay, so tomorrow's the 1st. Ren is doing the 5th.
Have y'all been seeing these commercials for these? Every commercial right now, these companies talking about how they're here for you right now. We're going to pull in this together. The car companies talking about buy a car right now. Yeah. You got 3 months. Zero financing, 3 months, no payment. Almost all the car companies are doing that right now. Zero financing, 3 months no payment. People are about to be out of jobs, but they trying to get you on the hook for these cars because they need it off their lines. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So right now is actually a great time to buy a car if you have a stable job and half the bread because it's zero financing and 3 months no payments if it needs.
Yeah, I'm waiting on Tesla to make one of those commercials.
I don't know if Tesla could do it because
we'll pick one up right off the lot.
They don't have as much waste as these other car companies. They need to get these shits off their books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they all doing that right now, bro. It's the Cadillac, all of them I seen trying to get people in. Talking about they're here for you.
Okay. What else? You can buy that brand new car and then do what?
You get a 0% financing.
Yeah, but you're not even supposed to be driving it right now.
Right?
That is true.
That is true. You can enjoy it off. Then what? I mean, you can't enjoy the cheap gas, but other than that, you just go into the grocery stores, come back home.
Yeah, if you playing the long game, you buy gas by the barrel right now. You have it picked up, you put it at the house, you get everything for the low now. Once we get out of this, you winning.
You be hoping that goddamn kids don't burn down the house too. Shit,
that's true.
Shoot.
Yeah, gas is at an all-time low. Look at that. Customers can't even get it for it. Gas is at an all-time low. So much things right now. There's a lot of deals right now. So, people out here shopping. If you go to Best Buys and Home Depots and all that stuff, everything's cranking.
You're the only niggas that's going to Best Buy right now, Nate.
That's because I'm buying home security and stuff like that. But Best Buy's open. That curbside is jumping. People pulling up. I'm telling you.
Damn it.
Best Buy's jumping. The Walmart I went to, it looked like it was regular. That thing was packed. I went out there to buy a bike. Try to get my exercise on in the morning, get the bike, but it was sold out. Bikes are sold out. There was something.
Might as well get the Amazon Prime or something there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Order from Target. Order either from Amazon or from Target.
Mm-hmm.
and then just do it in store. Or Target doing home
It's a
deliveries.
stay-at-home order, and motherfuckers is buying bikes to go ride outside.
Yeah.
Only in Florida, bro.
Listen, that stay-at-home order is new, and knowing Florida, they might change that tomorrow. It might change just an advisory.
Damn.
So,
And I was assuming you was talking about the little stationary bike. I didn't think you was talking about the outside joint.
Nah, nigga talking about
bike,
the
dude. I
mountain
get
bike,
the
bro.
exercise.
Yeah,
I got one.
right around his neighborhoods and shit.
Now niggas want to
Go
buy.
right around the cul-de-sac right quick.
That's so Florida for you. Them motherfuckers say stay home. Motherfuckers say I'm gonna buy a bike.
But we're not, you already know we're not condensed like that like these other places. So we got plenty of space. So we already have social distancing. So we figure why not go outside. I seen people fishing. Someone out here took the community lake. You seen they put a little yacht up. They over there kicking back. You know what I'm saying? They're spaced out. No reason to be inside like that. Now, if you were in an area like, let's say like Italy or New York, where your next door neighbor, everybody's right next to each other, crammed in, everybody got to stay put. But we got all this space when you're in the South. So it is a little different. Although we got all these elderly folks around us, they're the one that's in trouble. They're going to have to quarantine them, bring them into the hospitals or something.
That's tough. Shoot, I got to start me a little job tomorrow, man. I'm about to become an essential employee, not a Walmart essential employee, but I'm putting me an essential employee tomorrow.
We were talking about the Walmart essential employees.
I was rolling when I seen that shit.
Walmart essential employees.
So listen, you said you're in Boston right now, so everything you guys are pretty much shut down completely. So what are you doing for income?
So I had some savings saved up. So like the stuff I do, I usually work marketing, event work, which involves a lot of people. So with that being said, now there's not a lot of people. I'm not working right now. So I'm just been using my savings. You know, still got a little bit to play with.
So are bills still coming?
Yeah, man.
Tomorrow's the 1st. I'm about to pay that.
You know, the Rona hasn't really hit us yet in Florida, so we don't know it. I'm just wondering how's the rest of the world living. Nothing actually stopped yet. Bills, everything's still coming.
I mean, like if I was living with like people I don't know, I'd probably work on that. But I live with people I know, so I'm gonna pay that first. I got the money to pay for, so I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, I get ahead of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna humble myself. Gonna get me a little job. You know what I'm saying? It's a little money, but you know, something to make sure I don't have to keep messing with my savings. Utilities still gotta be paid. Still gotta pay for my internet. You know what I'm saying? Phone bill and stuff like that because I need it. But as far as shutdown goes, grocery stores are still open. Restaurants, hospitals, obviously, and all that good stuff. Yep. But bars shut down. There ain't no bars. You want food, you get takeout, and then that's it.
Yeah, they were supposed to end alcohol in Florida this week or something like that. No alcohol is being sold or something like that.
You said no alcohol?
Yeah, they're supposed to shut that down this past week. That was an order. I think going effective on Friday, either last Friday or this coming Friday, no more alcohol in Florida sold.
So alcohol is considered essential over here.
Oh, you know, Florida, that's the reason we keep backing up. You know, that's the reason we have to get together. So they figure once you take with alcohol, people's going to stop linking up.
Damn.
But they didn't factor in. We just going to switch to meth.
Oh, my God. I'm surprised to hear that, though, for real.
And they tell you no meth. Nothing. We have a no meth order.
Damn. Shoot, even TGI Fridays is selling alcohol. They selling like gallons of Long Island for $45.
Oh, wow.
And you're allowed to take it to go?
It's to go.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like they selling you like a pack of Jack Daniels on the side. They put like a Coca-Cola, and it's like a little carry, and you take it home. Yeah, they're doing that in Boynton at least. I keep seeing the menus on Facebook.
Yeah, these companies, they're not losing no bread, man. Some of these companies are making more money, man. Like some of these companies that are dead before, now that it's just curbside, they're making a killing.
All they have to do is keep the kitchen staff in.
That's it.
Yeah.
You don't need like a seating area manager or none of that. You just need the kitchen staff and one person to hand you your food when you get there.
Now can you do? I guess right now a good thing would be you could do like Uber Eats. You could drive around. That'd be a good way to get bread.
Yeah. even that, I was trying to do a little Postmates or whatever, and that's just not even thick like I thought it would be. So I'm like, man, nigga, I gotta get to the ground and get this money somewhere. So I was like, man.
Yeah, you could do Uber, but then that defeats the whole purpose because then you're right back with the customers.
Listen, the drug game is still the same as it was a month ago, bro. So
It's still very lucrative.
Niggas still making a lot of money selling dope.
Trying to tell you get this brick right quick and make it work.
I wish I was about that life. Almost wish I was about that life.
Oh, man.
I'm not with it.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Juno made up a good thing last podcast when he talked about how he figured Trump's long game is he could let things get real bad, therefore we won't have an election. And when you think about it, it might be true because as long as things are like this, he could postpone the elections and all that. And as you can see, Trump's approval rating is like at 60%, which is an up from what it used to be because he has no rebuttal online. Every day on TV is only him. He went from used to not giving us no kind of, when how you're supposed to the press corps was supposed to give a thing every morning. Mm-hmm. They used to just write it in, not even show up anymore. So now he's out there every other morning giving a quick conference and dip out. And there's no rebuttal, no Nancy Pelosi, no, I'm saying none of his spew that's running against him, none of them getting no shine. He's on TV 7 days a week.
Damn.
It's a Trump show.
I felt regardless, like the way how people were responding, like his core supporters was like, man, he's doing a great job. Based on when I seen that, I was like, man, it don't matter. Trump's going to get another election regardless. So,
well, yeah, man, his Trump core supporters were there regardless. Now you got to imagine the other people that were afraid and that didn't like him. They're probably just happy they're alive. And some of them was going to come over. Some people refuse to be afraid. They're like, nah, man. Oh, Trump's doing a good job. You say you go online. Some people think he's doing a decent job. And those that didn't like him probably always already not going to like him. So, he's going to be good, man. This whole weeks that your boy Biden and Bernie ain't getting no kind of shine, it's not good for them in the long game.
Did you guys see the lady that quit her job because they asked her to be on the corona floor?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I mean, it's not that stuff that's going on.
That?
Why yours sound like it's coming in slow, Juno? Is anyone here in Juno like he's like a chopped and screwed?
I don't know, bro. I think it's my internet, bro. I sound like Darth Vader.
Yeah. I thought it sounded like you was just exhaling and talking from the hookah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was for a second.
Nah, I think.
Yeah, what y'all think about that? The nurse that quit.
Yeah, I saw it, but like I'm on her side because like she did say she have a medical condition. So if you have a medical condition and your supervisor knows about it, I mean, there are certain things like
you're right. When I first saw it, someone said it's the same equivalent to a firefighter saying they're not running into a building or a soldier saying they're not going to go fight the war. You know what you sign up for. In that sense, they are right. But I guess this lady has, she used to have cancer, so she's a cancer survivor, and where she lives at now, she don't have no one to watch her kids.
Listen, that lady is lying about nobody watching her kids, bro.
She might very well be lying. That's how I figure. I like,
listen,
hey, man, you have a job to do. You can't be selective.
Listen, because once I heard her say, am I still coming in choppy?
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think because we're overlapping. Go ahead, speak.
Okay, so once I heard her say no one to watch her kid, I went to her page, right?
Oh, shoot.
And this lady has a full support system. She's not a single mother. Her husband is right there.
Oh, my God.
She got a daughter that has a grandkid or a kid. So there's plenty of people to watch her kid. She just needs to admit that she's afraid and that her pre-existing conditions is the reason why she can't do it. But when she started using her kids as the excuse, I wasn't on her side no more. Once I saw that she had the support.
Listen, man, that's what I'm saying. So it's kind of unfair. Imagine if you sick and these people out here just selecting when they can't go. Like, just don't go to work then. If we got a
and like 3-4 days before they asked her to go on that corona floor, she was making posters talking about, oh, there's sick people dying of coronavirus and nobody's there. Their family can't be there with them. So it's very sad.
He knows why.
I also heard cases where like you have medical professionals who caught the virus and still have to work.
Yeah.
Really? Like,
Yeah,
once
got
you test
tested.
positive, you don't have to come back.
Yeah, I
It
heard
happened in a couple places
and
too.
then they still have to come back in the next day.
There's some
Yeah,
people
once
you can have it, and then you're like walking. You're able to. Let's say if you have like walk. Let's say if it's fine, you test positive, but you're good. You don't have to show them something. You still cover up that way. You were saying make sure the patient's in, but you saying if you're short on bodies, what are they supposed to do?
I mean, if you're with the patients, I mean, you both got it. So I mean, what?
No, because you're gonna wear the full quarantine suit anyway. So your shit's inside you. You're gonna go. You're not gonna take it off like, oh, we both got it. We good. You're gonna be sealed off anyway. So if you can work, you work.
You might as well. That's
places
like
Italy.
If you both have herpes, you might as well take the condom off, right?
It's like those prep commercials they be having.
The motherfucker be riding horses talking about, I got herpes. It's all good.
See, at least I was herpes commercials. Y'all never noticed with the prep commercials, that prep is the thing, I guess, to give the folks' sake if you have HIV or to prevent it. It's basically not even to prevent it. But I did notice like an overwhelming people in that commercial are black.
Bro, no, that commercial made HIV look like it's a gay black disease.
Yeah, because the doctor in there is black. The two gay dudes, they're like 4 black gay dudes. There's
a whole bunch of gay people.
One drag queen, but majority of them are black or black and white together. But the underlying, you were saying
Bro, they're trying to push everything to black, bro. They're trying to push everything negative.
Well, I mean, of the HIV group, I believe the gays do have the highest, and I wouldn't be surprised if the gay black men have it the highest. So that's their target demographic.
Even this coronavirus, look at most of the celebrities that got it.
Nah, it's white people.
No, there's some white folks.
Celebrities, nah.
That one.
The only 2 celebrities that I've heard that got it was Tom Hanks and his wife, and then you had what do you call it?
Chris Cuomo just got it today. The CNN news anchor.
The CNN anchor. Yeah, that's about it. But so far, you had Scarface. You had like 5 black NBA players.
No, that's because
Scarface is about to die out here.
You're hearing this because that's the people you're looking for. But there's plenty.
I'm not looking for anybody. I'm just
got it, bro. These white celebrities.
Yeah, there's plenty. There's a bunch of no-name whites that died from
no names.
Yeah, no-name white celebrities that died.
Yeah, but the people with names, a lot of them are black. So where are the name whites at?
Well, because there's fewer blacks, they all have a name.
They're not getting it.
For all the no-name whites, there's plenty of them. You said we don't. Every morning I get an alert. So and so forth. 94-year-old died of coronavirus. I'm like, who the hell was that, anyways?
Yeah, I don't know.
So we need to know the name whites. Where are the name
that's
whites
to us because
they're not.
That's because there's a lot of them. They're not.
Where are they? We need to know about them.
Listen, Slim Thug
we know
said
about
he had
Kevin Durant. We know about Donovan Mitchell. We know about what his other teammate.
Gobert.
Slim Thug said he had it. White folks probably like, who the hell is this guy?
The other 2 on the guys on the Nets. We know about.
Some people are probably wondering who the hell Slim Thug when he said he
that's already 6 black people right there. 6 black names. 6 black.
Listen,
people.
the owner of the Knicks got it.
Yeah.
The owner of the Knicks.
Okay, hold on. Okay, that's 1.
Prince Charles got it.
That's 2.
That's a fucking prince, bro.
That's 2. It's still 2, bro.
Chris Cuomo.
It's still 2.
Chris Cuomo.
Chris Cuomo. Yeah, exactly, bro.
I mean, the prince has it. Do you need a bigger name?
Yeah, exactly.
More names.
You realize if Buddy gets murked, you know how people talk about how his son, the younger son who basically never was going to get a chance to become a prince, how everything lined up for him to become king? Because the grandma's about to die. If Prince out here the Rona gets him out of here, the big brother stepped down. Remember the younger brother, the one that still stays over there. He now's king. Everything
that's over there. That's over there.
I mean, but it's still
everybody
matters.
getting it though. Everybody getting it.
That's over there though. I mean,
no matter how broke, how rich you are, man. It's just touching everybody.
Nah, I just want to know about them. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If it makes you happier, great. There's a country singer that died from coronavirus.
It makes you happy.
That makes me happy, bro.
Greg's gonna say, "Read me his headstone."
It's just that my thing is that through this crisis, you still have bias. You still have this bias. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but that's American media, regardless. It's always gonna have its bias.
Yeah.
no matter what we're going through, we still have bias.
But man, did you not expect it to hit black people worse though? That's how it always happens.
Hey Nate,
Not really.
were you not able to find razors at all these stores you've been going to?
What do you mean?
Were you not able to find razors, bro?
Oh, for the beard? I'm trying to grow it in. You know, I
Go
was at
ahead,
home.
nigga. The top, nigga. Not your beard.
You know, I shave every 2-3 days.
The top, bro.
I just haven't shaved. You know, I didn't want to put the beard on like Greg.
So there's hey, America, there's a shortage on toilet paper, shaving cream, and razors.
We got a shortage of razors, bro.
This is what happens when you shave willingly. You see, no
Shortage of
baldness.
razors.
This is when you shave willingly. Your hair goes back every day, every 2 days. So I have to, if I don't stay on top of it, it goes back in fairly quick. So I'm in between shaves. So tomorrow I'll shave it back off. I'm kind of growing a little scruff, see if I get my beard in.
You gotta pull a gray, man. Put on a Scully, man.
Yeah,
I was gonna do that,
time
maybe put on my headphones.
Start this podcast, he shows up without a Scully, and then he turn on the camera. He go get a Scully.
You look younger too, man.
Oh, Lord. Y'all out here acting
Want
up.
to get in some of these absurdities?
Yeah, let's jump into it. What we gonna talk about first? The Netflix phenomenon.
Oh, the was it Tiger King?
Tiger King.
That shit. Did you finally watch it?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I watched it over the weekend because over the weekend I actually went down to Palm Beach to see my mom.
Okay.
I stayed literally. My brother don't respect nothing about coronavirus. That nigga never inside the house.
Yeah, shit.
So I'm inside. And he asking me if I'm going anywhere. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm staying inside the whole time. Literally, I spent 48 hours inside the house. And he's just in and out the house, going wherever he wants. Like there's nothing out there. Yeah. And that whole time I'm in there watching Tiger King.
Yeah, that shit to me is incredible on how like all these basically zookeepers, how they all live like in their own world. They basically make their own world. They all have like you got these guys that have.
Did you watch it, Gray and Didier?
I
haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's definitely worth watching. These guys are like king of their own world, bro.
What the hell are y'all doing? Beating on me during this quarantine?
Well,
I've watched a
what else
few
is
series. I just finished up with Black Lightning.
Okay. I thought you were taking advantage of that free Pornhub subscription thing that they give for people to stay inside.
yeah, I feel like I guess I'm one of the type of people. It's like, yeah, everybody talking about it, and I see the premise. I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all talking about, so I'm good on it.
I can be like that sometimes. Try to just be anti everything and just not watch something because everybody did. But some stuff, some stuff are worth watching. I feel like that's why some people didn't watch like Game of Thrones. Those that didn't, because everyone was on it like, I don't want to do what everyone else do. But some stuff are worth watching.
So that shit was fire.
Yeah, it's fine. But you didn't watch the other documentary either. The Don't Fuck with Cats, that one?
No.
That was another fire one, bro. They got Netflix are coming through these documentaries.
The last one I seen was the one on the Fire Festival. That shit was crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Was that one Netflix though? The Fire Festival Netflix?
I believe so.
Yeah, Netflix had one and Hulu had one.
They had a Netflix one.
Yeah, Netflix have had some fire ones, bro. The Fire Festival was one. Don't Fuck with Cats was one. They've had some good. Evil Genius was another one.
Okay.
I don't know if I've seen that one. They've had some good ones.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
Nate, out of everybody and Tiger King, who you think was the worst person? You think Exotic Joe was the worst, or?
I'd say the lady was, because how your husband just up and disappear and we just don't talk about it anymore.
That was
lady caught a whole body.
Too. That was my opinion too. I was like,
lady caught a whole body, bro. Became a millionaire, and no one just questions it. Her husband just disappears. She gets granted millions of his estate, and that's it. The shit is crazy, bro.
And like she's bashing everybody about how horrible they are for keeping these big
all the shit she used to do,
and she does the same exact thing.
Yeah, shit is crazy. There's her, she's crazy. There's the nigga that caught the body for burning the FBI agent's dead body in Florida. Was that Palm Beach? That one is kind of crazy, but
Wow.
Damn.
yeah, there's some wild ones, man. Joe, the head guy, Exotic Joe, he had chances, man. You know, I think he just was kind of dumb. I don't like how everyone switched sides on him when he went to Joe, though.
Shit crazy like that?
Oh yeah, you gotta watch it, man.
Yeah,
This
it's
shit
a
is-
must watch.
I think I'm gonna watch it right after we get done with the podcast.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, they have much on TV right now. I don't know what series
I've
and
been
stuff
hearing
they're on
about
right now.
this, I've been hearing about this exotic. What was it? Exotic who?
Exotic Joe,
Like Joe.
Joe Exotic.
I didn't know what everyone was talking about, but
Yeah, white guy's crazy, bro. Joe Exotic. What else we have? Let me look at some of these series. I know there's got to be talking points. So what I have to get up in the morning, what are people even? I'm seeing everyone's broadcasting right from home. So it's crazy, or like it's like the Breakfast Club and all that still rolling. How does that work?
Yeah, everybody got their setup at home.
yeah,
And they just record from home. Same shit that we're doing.
yeah. Some people are working at home too right now, so
Yeah. People still need content. People need escape from their lives, man.
yeah, need some entertainment. See, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I see people like the Daily Show with not Jon Stewart, but who took over Jon Stewart? The black guy. He
Trevor
recorded
Noah.
Trevor Noah. He'd be right at the house doing little
Yeah,
skits
I
and
saw
all
that.
that stuff.
Mm.
He had an interview with Dr. Fauci. Fauci.
Got you. Yeah.
Okay.
He had an interview with him.
Yeah.
Good questions too. Yeah.
Did y'all check out the Timberland and Swiss Beats Beat Battle on live?
Oh, I was watching that earlier. Yes.
So yeah, Charlemagne says that Timberland ate Swiss Beats. Did that happen? Because I know last time. Remember when Swiss Beats ate Just Blaze?
Listen, Timbo. All I know is Timberland. Thank God he's not a DJ. He's a great producer, but he's not a DJ because his selection was. He has a crazy selection of songs.
It jumps from genre to genre, right? Yeah.
No, but the songs he was playing wasn't up tempo. Like he was playing a whole bunch of R&B stuff, and Swiss was playing all the hype DMX joints. You know what I'm saying? Rah rah.
Yeah, that's when Swiss usually gets in his bag. He starts playing Rough Rider Anthem. He starts playing all that gutty New York stuff. Usually, that's when Swiss usually knocks you out. That's how Swiss ended up not beating Swiss beat
Just
beat Jeff Blaze. But I guess I don't know. Did he not beat Timberland though?
He dusted Timberland. Because Timberland's playing Justin Timberlake and all that good stuff.
Then what the hell is Charlemagne talking about? I was looking at listen to Charlemagne talking about how he think Timbo ate Swiss. I'm like, maybe Charlemagne ain't been right ever since he got on this.
Even if he was on the live and you seen the group chat, like Flex was on there, you know what I'm saying? Jermaine Dupri, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, Timberland got to do better. There was a point where Timberland played the same song over again. You know what I'm saying? Because Timberland, at this point, it looked like he was drunk because he was taking a bottle to the head, a bottle of champagne. And he just wasn't selecting right.
Drunk on champagne.
Yeah, he wasn't selecting right. He has the hits. It's just he was playing the wrong songs, man.
He ain't playing any Aaliyahs?
He played plenty of Aaliyah. But
you got to be up tempo. It's a battle.
Yeah, you could mix it in there.
I mean, Aaliyah had some tempos, though.
Say it again?
Aaliyah had some tempos.
He did, but it's just like, we don't want to hear you playing I Need a Resolution. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't mix. Like, you know, all them songs he got with Ludacris, no Missy Elliott joints. You know what I'm saying? Like, those your bread and butter, bro. He ain't play that. He played Tweet before he played them.
Tweet.
Just saying. Swiss watch that boy.
Yeah, I know that one's made the internet. You know, of course, Boosie Live is another thing that's kind of made the internet. Boosie's a different beast when he's on that Instagram Live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Boosie might come out of this quarantine as the best personality out there.
Yeah. Where's Pliers at in the midst of all this?
Pliers ain't that live.
His videos every now and then, but he don't be showing much personality. It's not like he used to.
Well, he posted a video today about saying like the workers who are working right now, they should get some what you call that hazardous pay. They should get paid, more than what they should be getting. So talking about talking to the CEOs and all, saying they're sitting at home, they're getting all that big bucks, they sitting a lot of cash, still making money, but the people who already out there risking their lives, they should get, a little compensation, a little extra for what they're dealing with.
Yeah, I agree because I still have to go to work every day.
Yeah.
So they should be
So because that you agree that you should get what's the name?
Plus just doing more of the positive stuff, instead of just like doing it for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's still entertaining, you still kind of expect that from him, but he's giving you a lot of positivity.
Which the world still needs to. In the mix of all that entertainment, you still need a little more consensus in there. So that's dope. But don't lose your followers over that too. That's not what them niggas followed you for. Them niggas ain't following you to go to church.
Today marks the 1 year anniversary since Nipsey passed or was killed, basically.
Oh.
That to me, that time fly by quick, bro.
Hell yeah!
I saw a whole bunch of Nipsey stuff go up today, and I was like, "What's going on? Is it?" I thought it was his birthday or something, but it was the actual first year anniversary. I was like, "Damn, that seems like it happened more than like 2-3 months ago."
Yeah,
super fast. You got your boy. Another thing that broke the internet this past week was what do you have? The Drake revealed the photo of his son.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So I'm hearing a lot of criticism, like people saying like his son is not black enough. Is that
But his son don't look black, but the dad's. It's because the mom, I believe, isn't black.
Yeah,
and
he's already big.
Black.
So the mom is
he's only a quarter black. That's what you get when. Well, he is black in the sense that he's black, but that's the reason. Yeah, he's got like gray eyes,
blue eyes,
reddish curls, super pale.
Blonde hair, yeah.
What did people expect when a mulatto has a kid with a white person?
Yeah, it can go either way. Sometimes it can look mulatto as well, but sometimes it can look fully white.
And the funny thing is, the same people saying that Blue Ivy was too black,
like
that. I don't get. Yeah, you don't think if the dad's dark, that melanin could work either way. It could be as red as the mom, it could be as dark as that.
Yeah,
you can't. That you don't get any choice in.
Shout out to the internet. All these niggas are scientists now. Niggas already know what the deal is. Oh, these motherfuckers supposed to be dark or light skin. How the hell are you supposed to know?
It's crazy, bro. These niggas don't even know like the difference between there, and there.
Why do I?
Oh man,
Some niggas is amazing.
Oh, man.
That shit don't make no sense to me, dog.
Nate, you're gonna have to put your face up, bro.
I'm looking at some of these because I'm looking at some of these absurdities. I guess I could do it from the computer.
Yeah, do that, bro, because your hairline is distracting, bro.
I could do it from the computer.
Erosion.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
No, but I'll tell you what about these Instagram lives, though, man. These people been getting buck wild, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram just doesn't have any rules. Is Instagram just turning to Twitter now? How does that work?
I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of people, like the DJs, got these strippers on there going crazy. What, shoot, Big Fendi got his thing canceled, actually.
Who?
Big Fendi. I think that's, whose people is that, Big Fendi? I think that's like 50 Cent's people or one of them New York Cats people. Big Fendi or
Big Fendi. He's Nicki Minaj's former manager. He's cool with 50. He's Jadakiss' current manager.
Okay.
What about him?
Yeah, because he was doing Instagram Live, and basically he had people on there stripping and joint like that. You know what I'm saying? So I was getting the recordings of the stuff that was going down on his Instagram, and his joint got shut down. Somebody probably snitched or something.
Wow.
I don't get why people report shit on Instagram that isn't.
It's not as big as Boosie because they called Boosie and told Boosie he got to chill out.
That's why he's got to just do it on Twitter. Twitter don't give a damn.
Yeah. You can't go live on Twitter.
Is there no live option on there?
No, I don't think so. You can only post on Twitter.
So the niggas got to hop on TikTok then.
Yeah.
Go crazy on that TikTok too?
Little 3-second burst.
There's only place that have
You
live
could
is
max a
Facebook
minute.
and Instagram.
You could do max a minute.
Nigga, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, I seen the whole TikTok challenge that took on the internet right now.
The little, let me show you something.
The little elbow thing. Well, who's that? Who's singing on that song?
That's fucking Ty Dolla. I think that's Ty Dolla. Ty Dolla sign.
Is that his single?
Check it out, West.
I don't know.
No, that was the one before that, but it's another one when they're doing the whole elbow thing. The one
I
that
know which one you're talking
Let me
about.
show you some.
I think the first one was like Kid Camp, Renegade.
Yeah, that you're going
Kid Camp.
back.
Okay.
That one right there was K Camp.
Mm-hmm.
Nate, you're not gonna do that TikTok with your family?
What? Hell yeah.
No, I don't do any of that. My daughter probably got 100 of those.
Nigga, you got a whole family, man. Do that shit.
Too much choreography to learn, man. There's always something new.
It's 4 moves, bro.
You know,
Bro,
I don't even dance. Yeah, that's
bro,
easy.
you literally all you do is this, that. You go like this,
Nigga, you know.
and you bounce.
And that's it. Juno got the whole move down, and that's it. And you about to wait.
You know, we might have to wait on you, man. We waiting for you to pop the family
You
there.
can do that.
Okay. How much bread could these people be getting from these songs? These singles now are bigger than the artists are.
And they ain't
I'm saying the little snippets
like
now is even worse. You get even less.
Do they get paid from the TikTok streams?
I don't know how it goes because the music distribution places allow you to send your music to TikTok. So I assume so.
Do they?
Maybe if the people play the whole music, I don't know if they usually only pay at like 30 seconds or more mark,
But I think that's all they have to do to consider the stream is.
Yeah, but those TikTok videos are less than 30 seconds half the time.
Because if they're not playing no ads, I don't see them making money off of it.
Yeah. There's no ads on TikTok, right?
I don't think so.
No, there are ads. Yeah, there are ads now.
Are there?
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
I don't have TikTok. Facebook in itself is a pain in the ass. Now they have all the ads for the videos that come on every second. You can't watch anything without the fucking commercial break.
Bro, fucking YouTube. I fucking hate YouTube now, bro.
Facebook is by far worse than YouTube.
2-3 ads.
Yeah, Facebook is way worse than YouTube, bro.
You can't skip that shit for nothing.
Yeah, you can't skip it. That shit just keep coming every time. YouTube, you only have to watch like the first 5 seconds.
I thought
on YouTube it used to be like every 3-4 videos you get an ad.
Yeah.
But now you get an ad for every video you click on.
And sometimes you get like 2 or 3 ads
in between the video.
Yeah,
bro, the shit is horrible, bro. And they fucking boosted up their price for their plan.
Their subscription, yeah. If you're on grandfathered in,
it used to come with like Google Music or like $9.99 a month. But now that shit is like $20 a month if you want the no ads on YouTube.
Yeah, it's pricey.
Damn.
On the YouTube that bad.
Oh, your boy Jeff Dolan tested positive with coronavirus.
James Dolan?
James Dolan. I want to say Jeff, yeah.
Yeah, Knicks.
Yeah, nigga, that's the Knicks owner. I told you that.
Yeah.
I know motherfuckers want him to ask. I know they want him to take his ass out.
That was one of the white people we named for Gray.
Yeah, because Gray wasn't satisfied.
Just saying, if you're gonna put it out there, be honest. Put everybody out there. Don't just fix it.
Probably get him that shit intentionally.
And be biased about it, especially in a crisis. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what the crazy part about that to me was the fact that he wasn't symptomatic. Like he wasn't showing symptoms about it. So it's like, damn, how the hell you got tested for this shit and nobody even knew you had it? You wasn't showing no symptoms.
Yeah, people with money could do that.
Yeah.
Or the people around him probably got it too. So,
yeah, niggas working on the first responders came and get the test barely. But Buddy could just get tested and there ain't shit to it.
I mean, that's how it is. Like, the entertainers, the rich folks, get tested first.
Fortunately, yeah.
So but like for everybody else, you got to wait in line. You got to really fight your way in there. So,
but that's with everything in life, nigga. That's just part of life.
Yeah, but so right now it could be worse than we could think of. Even like after they say this shit is gone. So you still might have people walking around and still, spreading this disease, this virus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It'll become a regular part of life at some point.
That's one of the negatives of
once
being
we got
a
the vaccine
person.
for it, we cool with it. A couple people gonna die, but that's how it is. Because even when they come out the vaccine,
Who's gonna get it?
you gotta imagine majority of people is not gonna take the
Yeah,
vaccine.
who's just gonna go get vaccines? And if you don't have, like some type
There's
of
vaccines for the flu, and most people don't
you
take
don't
the
have some
flu.
type of plan or healthcare, you may not ever get it.
That's what I'm telling you. Yeah, most people are not gonna get it.
So we're doing it.
Y'all fucking with that vaccine?
I don't have no reason to just yet. But if I was in the demographic,
And
if I was elderly, definitely get it.
And that vaccine they have, it might do you more harm than good.
If there's a vaccine for a virus to prevent it, I'm getting the vaccine, just like I get my flu shot every year.
Oh, you get your flu shots? Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, I haven't had a flu shot since I worked in the hospital.
I don't remember last time I had a flu shot.
That was like 6
I did
years
ago. I had mine like 2 years ago, but I stopped doing it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still.
Yeah, majority of the society don't get their their vaccines or anything anyway. So it doesn't make it. That's what I'm telling you. So you'll get herd immunity from those that do have it, and those that don't. If you're that demographic, if you're susceptible, you better go get that vaccine. The only issue is that these things are being rushed right now anyway. So who's to say what the long term effects will be from
that? That's not even something I even thought about. That's crazy though.
Yeah, stuff are going to market in less than a year. I mean, getting tested and being rushed. You know what I'm saying, you might hear the next vaccine out here make you make you another a heroin addict or anything else. That could be the next big epidemic.
Yeah, and also during this epidemic, like you guys also hear about the like about 5G supposed to be rolling in, supposed to be coming in the market. Like the whole set.
Nah, I mean, it was already coming in from China anyways, but that's just people that's doing propaganda. Every week you see some propaganda. People that never watch the news, never watch anything, just try to connect the dots. 5G is already there in China to begin with.
So was this coronavirus?
They have it in Singapore. I'm saying US is probably not. The US isn't even top. I don't believe it's even top 10 when it comes to world's fastest internet. So this is supposed to be the thing that's supposed to level it all out. That's supposed to be the next thing, how much quicker you can go. And China's the Huawei, that company was the leading distributor of it. They're supposed to.
You know what's crazy? Even like a place like Jamaica is above US.
Huh?
With connectivity?
Speed? Jamaica, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it could be because what happens is the cable companies, they don't compete against each other. They just mark off territories and say, hey, you got over here, I got over here. Because they don't compete, they're not required to do super top speeds because where are you going to go? If you live in a certain area, you can only get Comcast. You can only get Fios. See what I'm saying? You don't have no competition.
Plus, at least in Jamaica, it's a smaller place you have to deal with. To wire up the whole country, it's going to take some time. That's why these guys are trying to – that's why T-Mobile and Sprint trying to get together and make that thing happen a little bit more faster.
Yeah, well, who knows? In the U.S., it's a different – but – you have like in China, you got that's supposed to be the next big thing as far as internet. But then you got people saying that it could give people cancer. This, that, that. Everything gives people cancer nowadays. Trump said windmills give people cancer. I don't know how that science works. That shit is insane to me.
Yeah, you listen to Trump, bro.
Windmills, bro. That's like a regular fan. I was like,
believe me. Trust me, nobody else.
No one else knows. You got those people. You got the folks that try to be that looked at us having a digital dollar, digital currency, saying that might be the end. It's all sorts of conspiracies going on online.
So I think that's what they're waiting for, to get their digital dollar before they send out these stimulus checks.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
I mean, like, as soon as they talked about it, then the Democrats, proposed that. So is that what they're waiting on? I mean,
well, here's what happened when the Dems said the digital dollar. When the Dems meant by the digital dollar, it's so when people wouldn't have to get their checks, they wouldn't have to get it through paper checks. Remember the last time we had a stimulus bill, they sent everybody a physical check. So in order to speed up the recovery for the stimulus this time around, they would allow you to get it the same way that you did it. Most people that filed for direct deposit, they would be able to get the digital, basically get it right back and recoup it the same way like you did your things. That way you would have to wait that much for recovery, no more for the stimulus check all over again. Let's go around. That's why they put in there for digital. But people act like we're gonna get off the American dollar system. It's all getting digital dollars are gonna get electric implants. I'm like, nah, man, that shit. That shit is wild.
There's not enough time for that, but I was thinking like,
there's not enough time for you to switch all that. And not to mention, if your economy is starting to fall apart, that's not when you introduce a whole lift and change into the system. Yeah, you want to wait when there's confidence in the market and stuff like that for you to do something like that. So I don't think that digital dollar would be any different.
I feel like that would be my. I don't know if you want to add another one, but as far as like my absurdity, based on what I've been seeing from the past week, the conspiracy theories. Don't get me twisted. Now I'm good. I'm good for a conspiracy theory here and there. Yeah. But like, there was a video I seen where they were showing a show from Netflix back in 2017, and they said something about coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's crazy. Like, yo, they was already talking about coronavirus back in 2017. It's coming true. I'm like, man, you guys got to chill out. Like, coronavirus has always been here.
Exactly.
Different strands of the, shit. These shits be mutating. Like, this is real life.
The worst one is The Simpsons. You're using The Simpsons.
Yeah. Simpsons kind of fucking freaky, but
yeah, The Simpsons get a lot of shit kind of wild.
That's just kind of weird, but I ain't gonna lie about that. But like, that's I'm like, man, you guys gotta just relax. Like, germs do mutate. Like, we mutate, germs mutate, animals, you know what I'm saying, get faster, whatever. We get faster. You know what I'm saying? I just wish people would just kind of take the time and think shit through before they start sharing shit on Instagram, Facebook.
Oh, that's not nothing. The worst ones to me are the religious folks that talking about, oh, I told you it's been written. He is coming, this, that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. These niggas love to say the world's coming to an end. America hasn't been right. We took Jesus out of school. This is what's supposed to happen. Black folks the worst. I'm like, okay, so this is when God said he's had enough. When we were shackled and chained and family being raped, pillaged and all that stuff, that wasn't, God didn't say enough, let me come down there. It's now when we take them out of school, that's like, all right, y'all done went too far down there. I don't went too far.
I'm tired with the word coming to an end already, man. I mean, we heard it like, 1990, 2000.
Exactly.
2010. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm tired of this, man. Like, fuck it.
What?
Let this shit end, man. Fuck it.
Gray gave up on religion because they kept telling him Jesus is coming and Jesus never showed up.
I mean, that's what it is. Like, it's like
Gray said, "Where that nigga at, man? Where that nigga?"
I'm tired of preparing for this nigga to come. God damn.
Yeah, and I keep hearing different words. People trying to make excuses for it, saying, okay, like we're supposed to rise up, go to the sky. And they're saying, no, we're not gonna rise up and go to the sky anymore. We're just gonna be down here, and he's gonna come down. And,
listen, man, people are just winging it out here.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you have a baby now, like, how do you judge this baby who just came into the world and not knowing anything, not knowing right from wrong? How is he wrong? How is he right or wrong? You know what I'm saying? How do you judge him?
I used to tell my religious friends. I used to tell them.
The whole shit is confusing. Man.
The shit is confusing.
It is. And what would be more certain is the fact that it's all confusing, but it's the certainty that certain people have, act like they actually know, when really they don't know any more than you do.
Just guessing.
That's what it's called. That's why it's called faith. You just have a belief in it, but that don't mean it's true. But there's a certainty you be having, like, well, trust me, we have faith. Oh, you're not like, all right.
I don't have an issue like having faith to believe me, to help me, like hold on to something when like I have nothing else. When everything fails. Because I know people who don't have faith, when everything fails, they go jump off of a building.
Correct. Exactly.
They commit suicide. It's good to have something to hold on. Give you that extra push, something else to hold on when everything else fails. Because I don't put faith in humanity. I definitely don't.
You say you don't believe in humanity?
No. Even though I have to work with humanity, I have to make my way with them, and
You mean you just don't believe in the greater good of humanity?
Huh?
You mean you don't believe in in the greater good, like everyone to just be good in general?
No, not in the greater good, but like fully relying, like saying, you know what, I put my faith in, everything's gonna be fine, but I still have to do my part. I do have to work with humanity, and as far as like getting by day to day, making things work, like having to work and financially make my pay my bills, maintain my lifestyle. But other than that, saying like to the end of time, I always want to protect myself, make sure,
just have faith, just to it's like insurance. Just in case if you're wrong, then nothing
That's
happens.
what I'm saying. I'm my insurance. I'm my own insurance.
I'm saying
I gotta
having
do
faith
the
is like
best.
having insurance. If you're right, it works out. If you're wrong and didn't have it, you know what I'm saying?
What's my insurance then?
There's no downside to having faith. That's how I look at it.
Yeah,
These atheists out here taking that gamble.
like with religion, I think they go too far as far as trying to they take your life and tell you what you could do, what you should do, this and that, and I'm like, nah, I'm not with it, man. Like,
they say,
like
God
I don't believe you
forgives
should have to
that
go to
don't
church
know no better.
I don't believe you should have to go to church like 4 or 5 days a week to praise God and just beg just to have the bare minimum, just so
A nigga taking too much time on.
just to keep begging them for the bare minimum. I don't think that. I believe maybe on one day, Sunday, whatever, I can go and praise him, just that. But every other day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there are people that go to church like 4 days a week, 4 or 5 days a week.
Yeah, my mom used to be on that. I think she might still be on it. Listen, man, some people, that's all they have. Like, hey, let's bless them. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they are right.
And those be the same people cutting my ass off in the street too. With that Jesus fish in the back of their car.
Yeah.
The same people. Yeah.
I mean, I think faith with work with that
Sure.
work for me. That work.
Faith and work. Yeah, there's that saying: faith without work is dead, or something like that.
Yeah.
Faith and work, but some people take it too far. Where it's like faith and I'm just gonna sit back and
Facts.
God should protect me.
Facts. I hope God gives me I hope I don't win this lotto and don't do shit at the house. All right.
Yeah, Jesus is gonna pay that light bill.
You feel me? I pray that Jesus will cut this light off.
Listen, Jesus is gonna pick up that extra shift for me.
Tell that to your lender. Yeah. Tell that to your lender. Jesus send the check.
Yeah.
Jesus got it. Jesus got it.
Jesus ain't sent the check. Sure? Oh man.
Oh, it's just terrible. We going to hell.
It's just one of those things that they bashed Trump for that the other day. Trump came out and while he was doing this coronavirus thing, he went and got the guy, the MyPillows guy, MyPillows.com, whatever it is.
No.
MyPillows USA. Yeah, he came up to the podium and he started breaking out a little speech talking about how America, we took the Bible out of schools, we took the Bible thing, and we thank you for this president that gave us a chance to go back. This, that, and that. The newsroom just cut away from him. They're like, all right, that was Trump coming. And you see, even today on Fox, you see Lou Dodd bring the guy there. He said, look at here. They're mad because you on the street. He's like, yeah, what are you going to do, man? You take it out. Listen, this day and age, bro, we're supposed to have separation of church and state. You know what I'm saying? But you have people like Trump that just to please his base, he'll hang over with the right ring, you know what I'm saying? The very religious guys. But even if you look at him, a guy that's on his 4th marriage, who's got constant adultery, the way he lives his livelihood, constantly lying, cursing, and yet they still say, "Oh, he's a holy man." It's
married to a porn star.
it's one of those things like,
oh man,
I don't know, man. Evangelicals is one thing. White evangelicals, the most is even to me. It's kind of baffling because it's like an oxymoron.
How can you take these people seriously? Really,
it's an oxymoron to me in a sense. Like,
Great Martin, the first lady is not a porn star.
She's not.
No, she just modeled nude before. That's not pornography.
Listen, she done came over here. You know what I'm saying? I won't say she's a porn star. You know what I'm saying? She done took a little couple girls. You got a little flick. If this was this day and age, she would have definitely had a OnlyFans page.
OnlyFans?
Yeah. You can't tell me. If she was coming up now, you can't tell Melania Trump wouldn't have
one. She would have one?
Yeah, she would have.
Rural Texas would be all up on that bitch.
She ain't secure the Trump bag. She would have definitely had an OnlyFans page.
Uh-huh. That's tough, man.
From the White House, man.
Yes. But she played the game right.
Did you guys see the numbers of fans only increase by like 75%?
These niggas got money. What the fuck?
Yeah, you mean ever since the lockdown they've increased?
Yeah, ever since the lockdown this March, there's been like 75% increases and like 60,000 more creators.
Subscribers.
I've never got.
Creators
I
are-
just don't
creators
get
are
the
survivors.
sense of paying a subscription for
Creators
OnlyFans.
like people
Creators, that
creating
makes sense.
pages for
That makes
fans
sense.
only.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
It don't make any sense, bro. Just go to. You got Pornhub for free.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense what Juno said as far as like people they ain't got no money, so I'm gonna go ahead and give up the goods so I can get this cash. But I agree with you. I ain't paying for
Hey,
it.
some people got the money. Hey, you got celebrities out here having strippers stripping for them. You got what's her name? Young M.A. the other day having a stripper giving a little show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, Young M.A. is practically a nigga out here though, so that's how she rolls. So.
You know she's directing a porn if she didn't do it already. I seen it on the interview with Andrew Martinez.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things, you know. I don't know how we end up on that segue. y'all disrespecting the first lady like that.
Yeah.
That's great, bro.
Fuck that
Really,
lady.
bro?
I think Secret Service needs to knock on Grace's door.
Yo.
So I don't really know. It's been like a slow week, man. Everything Corona didn't shut every damn thing down. I know I said over under last week. I told you. Remember I said last episode. I said I don't think it's gonna pass 70,000. I think we're like 40,000 now. So yeah, I might have that. It might pass 70,000.
It's getting close, Nate. So what you gonna say?
We had the halfway mark practically. That shit is crazy.
We're over halfway there, and that's because we're not doing mass testing yet, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, we're not talking about testing. We're talking about deaths. I said I don't think it's gonna pass 70,000.
We're still only in like the 3,000s.
No, I'm talking about globally. Remember, I said globally. I don't think it's gonna pass 30,000 globally. I don't think it's gonna pass 70,000 globally.
In New York, you got hospitals storing dead bodies in refrigerated trucks.
Fucking right.
Refrigerated trailer trucks right now.
How many deaths is it globally?
I think like in 30s.
Over 30, yeah. It's over
That it?
Shit.
30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's just because America just got into this bitch. You know, we take it to the house.
Yeah, you know, we gonna it's overtime, baby. I'm about to
Kobe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit's insane, bro.
Yeah, this has been a terrible year, man. Terrible start. I'm not gonna miss this year at all.
But you see this past weekend when you had the doctor, was it Fauci, whatever his name, he's saying it could reach as high as 200,000 in the US.
200,000? He said 100,000.
He said
100,000.
Yeah, 200,000. He said it could reach as high as that. I think he's trying to give like an over just in case if it falls less than that, they'll call him a hero. But I know UK also is saying if they could keep it under 200,000 just over there, it would be a success. So that to me is crazy. And I'm saying my thing is that it was going to be more than 70,000 worldwide. But you got countries saying that they should be, if they consider 200,000 a success in just their country. So maybe I might be way off.
Yeah, U.S. is considering 100 to 200,000 a success if it doesn't kill that many people.
Yeah, I'm saying if it only kills 200,000.
I know, and like the worst case scenario, they're saying about 2 million motherfuckers gone.
That shit is insane.
I mean, so like when they were saying that shit earlier, as far as like we haven't seen the worst yet, like that shit makes sense to me. Only for the fact that it's just now a lot of us is starting to get into that quarantine move. There's a lot of people that wasn't sick yet that's about to be showing symptoms.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And now to the fact that we're in quarantine after the peak, that's when we're gonna start seeing the little drop off in numbers. But
what do y'all think is the social ramifications going to be after this? Because I think they said school's done for the rest of the year. So my kids are going to be homeschooled for the rest of the year. Practically, that's a wrap. But businesses are going to switch to this model here. You know what I'm saying? People probably ain't going to be hugged up on each other anymore. Public transportation is probably dead.
There's so many businesses who can do this, though.
What you say?
So many businesses who can do this. Who can do online, do internet, and stuff like
Listen, there's just that's what I'm saying. After this shit's done, a lot of businesses are gonna be a wrap for. It's gonna be a while before people taking cruises again.
Yeah.
I want to be confined. Planes, one thing, because I could be in and out of that bad boy in 2 hours. A cruise, 7-8 days, and then after docking.
Nah.
You only take 2 minutes to go ahead and catch that shit. If not,
but still, you gotta imagine planes are still flying right now. Cruises are all docked right now.
Not as much. Not as they're like top.
Planes are still flying statewide. They just canceled all.
Not as much, Nate. You guys saying like even like American Airlines, they just like grounded like more than half their fleet.
Yeah, because they were empty. Because they were empty, not because we're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Because they're empty, that's the reason. But they're still flying, and that's why they're getting the bailout. But there's no way we're gonna go without planes in America, because people, you do one road trip with a family, you go like, fuck it, we need to bring them planes back. You know what I'm saying? It's the way.
Here's what we have to keep in mind. This is America. America forgets very quickly.
This is very true.
Shit's gonna be slow for a good month or so, and we're gonna be back to normal.
But are we gonna be back to public transportation?
I believe so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna be
a lot of people don't have any choice.
I don't think the South's gonna feel it as much. You places like New York,
like New York. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
This is why new millionaires are made after recessions. There's gonna be new.
If you ain't got a car, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Ride sharing, Uber.
Hell no.
Not everybody can afford that, Nate.
Hell no.
Listen, the same way. Remember, a lot of people can't afford.
You can afford that, but
a lot of people can't afford subways. They get the government give people the cards, right?
Don't have subway.
It is in New York.
Don't have a subway,
right?
Florida.
Is it like that in Boston?
Subways kind of move the same way like New York. So like if we're gonna talk about New York, the subways I believe are like somewhere between $2.70 to $3.20 per.
What I'm saying, don't the government subsidize kids that don't have it? Like students don't pay for rides.
Students get free rides and all that stuff. Yes,
they're gonna do the same thing, but onto a card for Uber account.
Bruh, a Uber costs so much more money than a subway ride. That's not happening.
Hey, I'm just saying, this. People's gonna have to get around, and if this is the new normal where people are afraid to empty out the car, they're gonna have to do something. You need to come. You need people to move and go, come and go.
But now let's keep that in mind. Now you're telling us to take people off the subway that could carry maybe 50 to 60 people per cart and put them inside cars where traffic is already trash. That doesn't even work.
That's just worse for the earth. That's more pollution.
This is where Tesla comes in handy. This is where automation.
I don't see that coming anytime soon, though.
Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about. The future. That's what I said. What do y'all think? This is the social ramifications leading towards the future.
Not everybody can adapt.
This event is going to carry out how next few things are going to go. That's what I'm saying.
But in what way would Tesla be able to help this out? Because we're still talking about
automated vehicles.
But still, it would be mass transit.
Charge it.
Yeah, but it's still mass transit. You're still going to have mad people in one space.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If all these vehicles, not only Tesla, but let's say, because I know in the future how they believe it is that all vehicles will be automated and no one's behind the wheel, and then we won't have any traffic issues because all vehicles will speak to each other and it'll move seamlessly, coming and going. That's where the future of vehicles are going. Because the only issue of vehicles right now, the biggest issue behind vehicles is man-made. It's the man that's behind the wheel that causes most of the issues.
Shit.
Even with planes, the pilots, 9 times out of 10, the shit's on autopilot. They started up and they landed, but in between it's on autopilot. And half the crashes they happen is when the planes start happening, the captain goes in and panics, and then they said, he just left it alone here to fix itself up. But they kind of try to steer it, and then it causes the wreck. Even with planes, it's like that. So
no. A lot of the crashes happen what we call that the plane malfunction, not because of the pilot.
I know the plane malfunction. I'm talking about the captain intervenes afterwards.
Yeah, that's malfunction, bro. It's not. No, come on. Man.
That's different than it malfunction and it resets and fixes itself. So it malfunctions.
When it malfunction, ain't no fixing it.
Yeah, come on, Nate.
No, they do have it because even with the Boeing that they just had the issue with the Boeing, right? The one that they just had the issue, where the nose dived in, when it started diving, and they not do anything and left it, it was met the course correct itself. But most people seen it started dipping and they go back in and they fighting it off and it caused it to crash with the Boeing.
Well, you gotta understand, like when the plane dipped, you gotta understand like how plane works. Like plane basically just surfing on air. If it dips, if it breaks that if it breaks that flow, then you get what you call It gets to a point where if it doesn't get back on that course, then no matter what you do, it's gonna go down.
The air is pushing it down, so it's basically it's gonna just make it go straight down.
Listen, I understand what you're saying, and
that's what I'm trying to use. Once it starts stalling, there's nothing you could do.
Correct, but these planes were not stalling. They weren't stalling. They were going down. And then the pilot...
Yeah, it's going to stall, Nate.
They weren't stalling. They just was... The nose started tipping going down. They were not stalling. They started going down. Stalling is, you know, saying the engine stopped running the rest of it.
No, Nate. That's not stalling, bro. The engine could, like... That's an engine malfunction.
Greg, give him an analogy of like a person when you put your hand outside the car and the car's
Listen,
rolling.
I understand what you're saying. Okay. So, I may be out my depth because Gray is actually an airplane mechanic. So
Exactly.
I get what you're saying.
That's why when Gray's speaking on it, you should just be quiet and listen because he went to school for this. I'm pretty sure he has the expertise level on this that you don't.
I'm sure he does. I don't mind. That's why I said it might be out of his depth. But I'm telling you from what I know, like some of these from as far as
But you don't know. But you don't know.
That's what I'm saying. From what I know as far as what these companies are saying and what they're being held accountable for. These are companies that I follow up in because I trade stock in. I follow up when you're hearing when they're being brought out to Congress and they have to testify and they're saying when they're saying it was a mechanical issue and they said but it would have course corrected itself had the pilot not intervened.
How's the pilot supposed to know that? Mind you,
that's why the pilots are now suing because they never told them that. You know what I'm saying? So not even the pilot association is suing the Boeing company because they said it was a lie on their part and they never told them that. And then even though the issue was on hand, there's always a handful of people that know and we'll get around to it and they never did.
That's the company trying to cover their ass and they're lying about it.
But this isn't the company. This is even before they go before Congress. It's not. You don't lie when you go before Congress and shit like that.
Who don't?
These are one of the things out. These people.
Who don't? You telling me these major corporations don't lie in front of Congress? So
they might withhold truth. They might withhold thing, but they won't just say a bold-faced lie. Nah, not if they could be held in contempt.
You got too much faith in the human beings, Nate.
For real.
I have something that I follow. I'm just letting you know. These people will leave out information. You know what I'm saying? They'll annul the truth. They will but they won't just go before Congress and be liable, run the risk of being held in contempt.
Once planes start stalling, bro, it gets to a point where like there's only so much you could do. Even that's why like if the sometimes like have to limit how much baggage you can carry, you can bring onto the plane. If it's overloaded with like too many baggages, then it gets to a point like even for it to like climb up trying to get up. If that's like interfered, if the baggage is interfered, the weight interfered with that, then that could cause a big issue. Like weight is really sensitive to aviation.
Yeah. But either way, we're getting ahead of ourselves when we're talking about planes anyways. I was talking about vehicles. I didn't know we got to – I'm just saying.
Because that's a form of transportation.
Yeah, I was talking about just in general vehicles, how they feel like the biggest factor in vehicles is you saying the biggest risk factor is because that it's manned by people.
It's user error.
Everything is. I'm saying it's user error, but you saying so it's one of those things.
User error. Sometimes it's designed to. Sometimes it's the company. Sometimes it's malfunction.
It just takes some time for you to build trust. Back in the days, elevators used to require an escort on it every time. Someone to push down for you. People wouldn't get on a big box of metal to take you up and down unless there was an actual elevator attendee there. Mm-hmm. Now elevators, you go in there, you just assume it works. The person's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So that's where thhere saying where we're gonna head to with cars. You're just gonna just assume it works. You hop in, and that's it.
But it's definitely gonna be interesting like you were saying,
for the social. The social ramifications are.
Yeah.
How much of these jobs are gonna allow people to work from home?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And the biggest thing, what's the big
jobs that are going to be able to function? All these jobs that are going to be able to function for people working from home, people's not going to want to go back into the office, because there's no point.
I believe
sometimes you do need people at the office. You just need them there.
I believe so.
There, you just yeah. I mean,
What's the point of me having all this space and paying all this space on rent and electricity and heating costs and cooling costs if you could just be at home and I could pay you less because you don't have to travel to come to work?
Exactly.
It makes more sense for people to work at home. All these jobs that people are able to work at home. It just makes more financial sense.
And another thing about jobs too, it's also about control. how much can you control somebody from their home?
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Put that video chat on mute. Be like, "Fuck you." They ain't saying shit on the chat.
I read your lips, Charlie. That's it. I read your lips, damn it.
You're not gonna be able to tell me I can't take a 15-minute jack off break.
That's you think?
I might need my 15 minutes to stroke one out. You can't stop me. But if I'm in the office, I can't do that.
Yo, you.
Hey,
Yeah, man, wildin', bro.
I might just show you these nuts.
But here,
yeah, and it's crazy because my kids are already going to school online too now. They see their legit on this very thing right here on Zoom. They meet up with their classmates. It's crazy. So I can imagine how long till one of these kids forget that they have no shorts underneath it. You know what I'm saying? They're getting up and walk away, grabbing all dumb shit. I seen one with the college kid the other day. A girl had her laptop on. She went to go pee. She put the laptop down. It was facing the screen. You see her put her pants down. She don't even realize it's on.
Yeah,
shit like that's about to fucking happen.
You know, she was going crazy trying to shut down the thing.
Yeah, she don't even realize it. Yeah, because we're so attached to it.
Bro, you're going to have motherfuckers trying to do that shit on purpose, bro.
Listen, remember they told us in the future everyone's gonna be the feds, everyone's gonna be all in our house, and we're like, ain't nobody gonna let me in our house. Look at how quick times has changed. We've already willingly think just for work we allow this shit in our house. How long before the feds like you gotta check in the morning? Let me just make sure you know what I'm saying?
It's just wild.
Technology, that's where we're headed, bro. Completely loss of privacy.
There's no escaping that. Just is what it is at this point. Listen, you talking to your phone, you talking about the bikes. You're gonna start
ads about bikes.
For the bikes.
Yep.
It's already a wrap.
Yeah, but you can turn that stuff off on your phone.
And just to make you feel good.
Yeah, just to make you feel good. That's how I feel about it.
They may not sell you the ads anymore, but they believe they still got the information on you.
Yeah, you can tell Siri to not respond when you say Siri, but Siri listening to a motherfucker right now.
Seriously.
Siri listening to a nigga right now.
Listen, I was big on that, not turning my house into like a smart house. I know Juno was doing all that. I don't be people listening. It just makes it. They've gotten things where it's really inconvenient to not make your shit smart. So you kind of have to go out your way. It's very remedial to keep things regular. Like if I remember a two-story. If I don't want to have to yell at the kids all the time, they made it easy for you to just set up an Amazon Echo where you just make it as an intercom for the whole house and ask Siri a question. They've gotten us so prone with technology. We're just tethered there. There is really no escaping from it, bro.
It's just kind of scary, dog.
It is, but yeah, and it's crazy that we brought it on ourselves. But imagine you ain't gonna go to a car that don't got navigation.
Oh man,
they got us right where they want us, bro.
They're selling cars with Wi-Fi now.
Yeah, cars with Wi-Fi. If you get a Tesla, the car updates itself overnight via Wi-Fi. With its own built-in Wi-Fi. Tesla, that's one of the cars that constantly updating. So that shit is that's crazy, bro.
Damn, dog. That's where we are, man. But see, when it comes to this technology shit, I always think about shit like Terminator 2. That's like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, Terminator 2, exactly.
Motherfucking lights just turning on and off by itself. Be like, motherfucker.
You see Elon Musk just basically showed the technology about the brain implant that we can control technology with. That's the thing they're about to work on. And he was the same one that complained about robots and shit coming alive in the future.
AI,
yeah, exactly. So that's where we go. Who knows?
Hey, I'm all with the animation of life, bro.
That's it. Juno's all with the robot overlords. He's good.
I'm fine with it, bro. It doesn't bother me one bit.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember you was one of the first people. Because when we came over to your house for that John Bones fight, the housewarming, I remember you had the Google Home just talking. I'm like, damn, this man's tech ready.
Yeah,
he got all that.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for virtual blowjobs.
How's that gonna work?
Hey, I don't know. It's gonna happen sooner or later, bro.
It will.
Mark my words, bro.
I've seen
blowjobs. Niggas is paying $40 now, bro. You could just buy a device for $80 and got to worry about paying $40.
I heard things like OnlyFans run the porn industry ain't even got folks on lockdown no more. These girls just create their own page.
Listen, I feel sorry for them because I'm not paying for shit. I know that shit
Yeah,
up
because you
free.
figure.
Niggas be getting leaks still.
But
Just
even
hit 'em up.
companies like a Pornhub will they like they said, like during the coronavirus right now, if you could log in, if you promise to stay home, like you check off 2 boxes, they give you free Pornhub HD. So even companies like that that's constantly marketing and blowing up, I'm wondering before they become like a publicly traded company.
Have you seen the ads on some of these websites, like a Pornhub videos?
What type of ad?
Like you talking about, you got like University of Phoenix ads, like college ads, like stuff like that.
Oh, everyone getting it.
I guess I don't be paying attention to that shit.
If you two can get out of this lifestyle, go to University of Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm really gonna stop doing what I'm doing to click that ad. You got it.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
You work in marketing. How much of marketing is the direct buy as opposed to just keeping the idea in the back of your mind, planting the seed?
What do you mean? Explain.
How much of marketing is a direct purchase right now, or as opposed to like a billboard? You see a billboard, you don't automatically stop and go buy the thing. It's just to keep the idea in your mind. Like you see a progressive billboard, now when it's time to get insurance, you're like, you know what, I think I'm fucking progressive. You see it so much, it's planting the seed.
Yeah, I can't give you statistics on that, but just talking to you personally, like I could see an ad repeatedly, you know what I'm saying, but it's gonna be stuck in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
And then when it comes down to it, when I'm making my decisions on, let's say I want to get a camera.
You have a bias.
I did see a camera on that ad one time. Let me research the specs to see if it makes sense for me. And I'm going to rock with that if I want it.
Yep.
That's what
the most successful marketing company in the world, Coca-Cola. Well, they sell they put their brand on anything and everything. They even got Coca-Cola shops up here in Orlando. You know what I'm saying? To the point where someone say, I just want a Coke, even if they're talking about Coca-Cola, they're referring to soda. They just assume it's Coca-Cola. You know what I'm saying? Just the name, just a recognition. It's the most popular brand only after, I think McDonald's the second ones, but even like that, it's like one of those things, just the brand. So anytime you're thirsty or you want a soda, in your head automatically it's Coca-Cola.
It's just like Band-Aid. We say Band-Aid, but it's really a bandage.
Facts.
Exactly. Yep. Or now another company, Uber. There's so many ride sharings, but we automatically think Uber is the main one.
Uber,
even though there's Lyft or anything else. So when you dominate that area, you just automatically think, people think it's a way to advertise, but it's not. It's so you can get the brand recognition and you dominate that whole space.
Big facts.
Yeah, I think that's been around for a while. Like even with Clorox.
Exactly. Yep.
In some countries, you only know
exactly. There's bleach, but automatically tell someone, hey, I gotta get me some Clorox, even though that's a specific brand of bleach. Yep. Yeah. When you dominate an area, that's what happens. Same. That's what. So I think a lot of it might be wasteful, but then I guess they make it make sense.
It's a beautiful thing, dog.
Over time, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing when you really think about it. The psychological way of how they get inside your mind to be like, yo, I'm only thinking about this is what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Clorox, that's all the bleach. Uber, that's all the ride share. Coca-Cola, that's all of soda. You think of soda, you think Coca-Cola automatic.
Well, okay, then with that, let me put on my Dr. Umar hat. That's why the woke people feel like they say the system is also rigged and evil, because the imagery you only get of black people are that of athletes and rappers.
Yeah.
So automatically, we're more prone to only go one or two way. You don't see the intellectuals or anything else that often. You know what I'm saying? As a representative, you don't see the different versions of us in movies and different. You know what I'm saying? So you can see the reason why people say that, because people that practice in marketing and all that, they know how to place it. They took out cigarettes in films because they felt it started influencing kids too much. But they still got us doing gangster shit in films, this, that, and that thing, you know what I'm saying? Or only paying us in one light 99% of the times.
Oh, yeah.
So you got to wonder, and then they don't paint themselves in that light. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you do your history, you wouldn't believe, like when you do the gangsterism in the U.S., you know of the Italians, but you wouldn't really realize the Jewish was another big hand in the gangster scene in America back in the days, because that's not their purview, the shtick that they constantly. There's not 100 films about Rothsteins. You know what I'm saying? Of doing it. So it's kind of like one of those things. You see a bunch of different doctors, so people always say not point the era at them, but that's one of those things where we say, look at the people that does the branding and the messaging. Look what they all, you know what I'm saying? What they got us looking like all the time.
That's facts. That's big facts. I ain't never seen no gangster Jewish movie, but you already see how they running shit. They ain't just running.
I mean, they were there. They were there. They're some of the biggest guys back in the days were gangster Jewish folks. But that's not a depiction you see anymore.
No.
You don't hardly ever see it.
And the craziest thing is they got some of the most gangsters motherfuckers as far as like military wise.
Oh, definitely.
If you guys want this podcast to continue, you better stop talking about these Jewish folks.
That's very true. Look, we're not being biased. We're just saying how people can control their branding.
I just told them. I just said they gangsters, so I'm giving them some.
Giving them some props.
Yeah.
This whole live stream video might just cut off.
Yeah, you ain't got to be right out.
if
just pull up to the crib.
Jewish slander.
Shit.
Are you seeing anything on Dr. Umar your way? Like I know there's a running joke on him online of how he uses fake woke, or they make fun of him at least on my Twitter feed. But I know each computer is designed differently. It's based on your trust issues. Is he still looking like as the woke god in your end, Didier?
I haven't seen anything lately from Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dr. Umar's been quiet to me.
Only thing that stirred me off from him was when he said Kobe's death was a
yeah, the NBA.
That was the only thing. But other than that, like I think a lot of stuff he said are true. And I think, congratulations on his the school that he's
starting.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big step. That's a big move. And he explained the difference between like charter school, what LeBron's doing, and what he's actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
He actually control, like everything from the curriculum. What LeBron did, he partnered up with the school board.
Yeah,
that's good too. But it still
it's good. But he's like, if you want to be able to control the knowledge of your people,
you
want to turn the curriculum, which he's right.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
He gives a lot of knowledge, a lot of facts. I'll say I agree with him like 90% of the time. 90.
I'm gonna give him 90. Yeah, I won't give him 99.
I'm gonna do
about like
75.
If you're married to a white woman, that I understand how you could feel about that, but
I don't believe him. That the part I don't.
Humanity, it's life, and you can't really.
You can't choose who you like. Exactly.
That's the only part I believe.
So you only believe him 10% of the time. That's the only part. The 90.
Yeah, bro.
That's the part I don't believe him. Like you don't. I feel like you don't choose who you like, and he's not married himself. So how the hell can he even speak on such things?
He's just letting you know if he did decide to get married, it'll be to a black woman.
But I'm saying he doesn't hold marriage to high esteem.
Wholeheartedly with that fact.
Shoot, can't choose love, man. I would like to get married to a black woman, but shit, Latina might come up, she banging.
A lot of times it may not be the right choice.
You can't be keeping your options open. You just have to select one and stay there.
She's a bitch.
That's it.
Damn.
Get the options.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Umar,
right
you listen to these people for too long, you start kind of be turned away somewhat, or you see you see some of the chinks in their armor, like Umar, even Boyce Watkins. I can't listen to Boyce Watkins sometimes because he goes hard on the Democrats, but like he was just saying how all these Democrats, all they could do is blame Trump for the coronavirus. But notice none, and you saw about. But notice none of these Republican places are saying how it's a nightmare. They just want to keep you scared. I was like, yeah, but it's because a lot of Democratic Iran stuff are the most populated spaces.
What?
So, like he didn't even factor that into it.
When it comes to this politics shit, I just wish the Democrats would just talk about what they could do rather than blame Trump. Show me what you could do and then actually do that shit, or actually attempt to do it rather than blame everything on Trump. Because now you just look like a hater.
At this point right now, at this point in time, in what we're going through right now, I do not want to hear political bullshit.
I don't want to hear that shit for real.
Yeah. But at a point that we are in right now, only thing that could fix it is the presidential level. If you don't want states bidding on each other on stuff, making the price go up, the government should buy it all up and then they distribute it accordingly. You can't just let them fight amongst themselves because every state's going to look out for their own interests.
They're gonna raise the prices in government too.
Of course, but that's fine. But at least it's one person. If it's one buyer as opposed to 50 buyers, it's like being in an auction. You already know it's gonna happen. There's 50 buyers.
So when a mask starts costing like like $100 bucks, $200.
Listen, but right now you're having a shortage when you have a place that'll rather bulk up on it and they don't need it because they got it, as opposed to places that do need it because they're having a bidding war. You know what I'm saying? There's places that it's very rural. There might be 10 people out there, but they get in a bunch of shit as opposed to New York because they won the bidding war. It's kind of, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know.
Obviously, I'm not a
politician.
You can't allow them to fight amongst themselves.
But that's capitalism for you. Hey.
Yeah, but that's why in a time of crisis you cut out capitalism. In a time of crisis calls for full socialism and communism. That's what you dole out to get shit back in order. Then you go back to capitalism once you got things in order.
I don't know if that's how shit works, but shit.
Yeah. If it was just capitalism, we just say, hey, yeah, man, forget this quarantine. Everybody go to work. We got to get this bread.
I heard something about Philadelphia that they don't have any, the city of Philadelphia doesn't have any public hospital. So a lot of hospitals over there are like private.
They don't have any what?
Public hospital.
So all of them's private?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so you had like, this guy who owned this hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Now he had shut it down, and right now he want to reopen it up, but he want to charge the government like a ridiculous amount of price, like $10,000 per patient or
fuck them niggas.
Whatever. Yeah,
it's only right.
You take it or you sat there and watch your constituency die. What choice do you have?
And this is there go capitalism again.
It's capitalism for sure.
I'm
not saying it's not good, but it also allows for like a lot of crime, a lot of what do you call that?
I was seeing on American Greed yesterday the one with the mayor from New Orleans.
What you say? New Orleans?
Remember the mayor from New Orleans?
No.
He got sentenced to like 8 years in prison.
Doing what?
After he's the one that took over after Katrina and he fixed everything up. And it wasn't until after his second term. He was already out of office. They got him on corruption charges and a bunch of other shit. They gave him a sentence of 10 years. Look it up. The mayor from New Orleans, man.
Okay.
He had like certain deals because he had like a granite company. So like, when people were restoring their houses, he made Home Depot all the contracts trying to go through him and shit like that. That shit was crazy.
Okay. Kind of like Indian looking dude, kind of, yeah.
He's bald black guy.
Black, oh.
He's a black guy, bro, which is kind of messed up. And I think in one of his campaigns, his second campaign, he was saying a thing about how we're going to keep the city chocolate, this, that, and other. So he was pro-black before anyone was pro-black. He got it trendy, got in his base. And they feel like, some people feel like that's the reason they had to make a lesson of his ass. You know what I'm saying? But like in his second term, he didn't really deliver for the people. He just was basically making sure making sure his family company had the contracts with Home Depot to the point where it's one of those things that you're like, I'm going to skim a little deal where my family eats. But he was getting so many contracts, like 10 jobs a day, that we could score like $1 million+ a year. You're getting the jobs, they're giving the contract, but you don't even have the staff to fulfill the contracts. So Home Depot had to cancel the contracts on some of them, like, because we're getting too much complaints from customers.
But he's supposed to go to jail, though.
Exactly.
He's smart. You gotta do.
But my thing is, if you can't ask for a scam and then not be set up to receive it, you can't ask for something, they give you the deals, and you can't even, so you're not in a position to receive it.
Yeah, you can't.
Expect them to take care. So.
I be looking at these scams. Me as a person that goes legit, I be like, damn, y'all scammers ain't doing it right. Y'all gotta scam. Y'all can scam a little bit better. I be warning, like, damn.
Hey, some people are making killing, man. About all the garbage cleanups that come after Hurricane Katrina, the scammers that be, man. Some people make it. Anytime there's a natural disaster, some people that come up big time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So what's our plan on coming up during this Corona shit?
Who knows, man?
We gonna say it on this thing? I don't want nobody to grab my ideas.
We need to organize it right now.
I know we need
to make masks.
Niggas need to really jump on that stock market for real.
Yeah, a lot of people are. Ray Negan was the mayor. His name is Ray Negan. He's in jail. A lot of people are doing masks right now. I guarantee there's a bunch of phony ass masks going out. Talk about N95s. Them shit's probably N13s or some shit.
I saw an N99.
Jesus. See, niggas is overdoing it. Niggas is doing it again.
You know, they have the painting masks they have N95 ratings on them.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know how people fight over the hospital ones when you could just go to Home Depot. They probably still have some there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like up in New York and stuff, if you go to a hardware store, you could get those masks.
Yeah, you get that's where you get them from. Get them from the hardware stores.
These folks are looking for. They're actually like going to medical stores and asking the government to give a medical mask. But if you go to a hardware store, you can find masks that block out 100% of that shit.
That gas mask, all that.
Yeah, they could do different ones.
I know Target had those masks for sale, and they actually took them off the shelves because they knew there was a shortage for the medical community. So they just took it off the shelves and actually just donated it to.
Amazon stops. I think Amazon stopped selling them because people was marking them up. A lot of places just preemptively after they seen people was bucking people. Mm-hmm. They got out. They either got out the game of selling it or not supporting it.
So then, what about toilet papers?
great back on that toilet paper. Get your bidet, right?
It's just like this shit is just
$75. You install the bidet into your bathroom at home, and you get to wash your ass like the good European folks.
Did you get the bodega thing, Nate?
I had planned on getting it. And I just never ordered it. I plan on getting it though.
If you sell the toilet paper, you gonna get the money for the doggone bidet.
Exactly. All you saving on toilet paper.
I'm telling you, I can't find toilet paper for nothing in these streets right now. You could kind of find paper towels, the wipes, toilet paper. Cannot find that shit right now.
So it's just levels. You gotta get 8 legs. I got the water softener now, Juno. I'm showering like a king out here.
Got a week or two, bro.
What's a week or two? 2-3 rolls or?
No, it's packs, but man, nigga need toilet paper. It's just for your sake.
Yeah.
Bro, I got 3 rolls, and that should last me a good 3 months.
What?
You using one sheet?
3 rolls? What the hell you mean 3?
Juno slick. See, he got that triple ply, in which I don't realize you can split the triple ply into 3 pieces.
Yeah, bro. You don't wipe and fold. You just wipe and
fold. I do wipe and fold. I do wipe and fold. That's my shit right there. Literally.
I don't get the logic behind that, and I don't think if the world's really gonna run out of anything, it's not gonna be toilet papers.
Listen, people ain't gonna get caught out here. Their ass is stinking. People playing it safe.
Cause I know niggas could take a shower, but goddamn, that's not what I'm used to doing, man. I don't want to do that shit.
Man, I don't know, sir. You got what do you call that? Paper towels. What else?
You just gotta strategically plan your shits, bro. Just only shit before you go shower.
That's kind of tough. I don't know if that's.
What'd you say? Shower right after you shit.
Yeah, you're supposed to plan your shits. You shower twice. If you shower twice a day, you need to shit twice a day.
Yeah, I think what was it like? I think a week ago I went to Walmart and I was looking for toilet papers and as I was like going to the checkout line, and I'm just making eye contact with like a lot of people who got like the paper towels.
Yeah.
And like it's just so clearly like like you can tell like yeah, we know what you're gonna do with this. Like, oh man, it's like I guess we really are cutting them in half and using them as paper toilets. But hey, man.
Yeah, bro, that's what it is. Paper is paper, bro.
It's just kind of rough, man. It's rough from the boot out, man.
Yeah, man.
You gotta wet that motherfucker.
So I'm good, bro. I don't know what kind of paper towels y'all use, but I use Bounty.
That should be hush.
Oh, man.
What the other thing, they say that all these places they're supposed to not be arresting anymore for small crimes. Like they're not gonna be prosecuting like small drugs, burglary, like little small crimes during this virus. They're
not arresting for it, but they're putting it on hold. So they're gonna call you after the fact.
They're gonna be gone by then.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a full party chilling.
I just seen a video today of a buddy. I forgot where from. Police pulled him over for dark tints. So buddy started doing a video talking about like, yo, all this
Yeah, I
coronavirus
saw
out
that.
here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They pulling me over for dark tints. So basically, when they ran his license plate, they seen he had a what they call it? He was on probation or whatever. Like he's good. He's on probation though. He was on probation because of he had a weapons charge.
Mm.
And
So they took him in?
yeah, so after him doing all this video, he's basically calling all these niggas dickheads. You're a dickhead, you're a dickhead, and just talking all this shit. Just kind of hyping up the whole situation.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can search my car if you want to. You ain't gonna find nothing. They said that they smelled marijuana. Yeah. So after all this, all that, blah, blah, the fucking cop says, I see ammunition in the car. We're taking you in arrest. They took his ass in.
Mm.
They don't find no guns. They don't find the weed that they said they smelled. They found ammunition.
They got him for just the ammunition, not the guns.
But, and how do you know he actually has ammunition? Why are you gonna have ammunition and no gun in that motherfucker? Like you're actually letting a cop search your car. Why am I gonna let you search my car if I have ammunition in the whip?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, and I think that's the thing too. Like people don't know. Like like you don't have to consent to the car searching your car. You have to consent to the cop searching your car. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he kind of played himself.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think I heard what was it? I think it's a rumor, but I don't know if it's true. But I heard in Dallas, the cops are not responding to like petty theft, like even like home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Home break-ins, robbery, burglars. So yeah, man, I had to
Niggas, it's
I had
the
to get
purge.
to the gun store, man.
You can do what you want.
They ain't got time for that light stuff, bro. It's kind of like I seen on and New York, they got a lot of paramedics, a lot of police officers came down with that corona, bro.
And I think that's what it's gonna be like. Like people actually are gonna start breaking in, and it's gonna get real desperate out here, man. Yeah,
You see, these gun sales are going through the roof right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I help with those numbers too. Yeah.
I was about to say y'all stocked up and ready to go.
Yeah.
I need to get like a shotgun. That's the go-to right there.
Yeah. When I got that, and also got me an AR. So.
Guys,
you wanna got one?
I need y'all to know how to aim too, though. You gotta know how to aim.
Oh, I got the scope on that. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Very Florida-like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfuckers out here pulling triggers, don't know how to hold a gun and shit.
And, I mean, ARs are actually easier to fire than a handgun, really. For me, I guess.
Jesus.
There are shotguns, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Any other absurdities y'all need to cover? How long are we going on time-wise, you know?
We about 2 hours in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. This is like a bit of a long one, and we didn't much really cover. I guess it was a dry week, pretty much.
Bro, there's no absurdities. The only absurdity is this corona shit.
Thanks. Shit's insane.
Yeah. It's yeah. What are you gonna do, man? Some people. I'm looking at this online. They're talking about Jeff Bezos sold off $3.4 billion worth of stocks before the corona outbreak.
Yeah, you remember when he also made a donation too, like I don't know, I forgot what it was for. He bought the house in California.
Yeah, but chances are he probably knew this was coming. He let me buy the house, make this little donation, so these niggas be on my ass. Let me cash in this 3 point.
But he know the stock was gonna crash.
Let me get this $4 billion out of this bad boy right quick.
Yeah, a lot of people was doing that. A lot of CEOs, yeah.
But what's y'all take on all these CEOs stepping down though? Like I'm trying to figure it out, but I can't figure it out. Like,
I don't think it's that big. You got a handful of CEOs. There's
They're
literally
not
out
really
of Fortune
stepping down,
500.
they're just not taking their salary.
Which
you say what now?
You got out of the Fortune 500, there might have been 5 CEOs step down.
No,
It's all at the same time though. It's kind of weird.
It's not really stepping down. They're just not taking their salary. Once shit goes back to normal, they're still gonna have that position.
No, some step down. That's what they're talking about. You understand people not taking their salary because they're freeing up money for the employees, which some did that. But there's some people that left their positions. They're no longer like I think Bill Gates said he's stepping down as chairman and CEO again. He's done that before in the past.
He has stepped down as CEO, but he was a chairman. But now he's
Exactly.
stepping down as chairman.
Now he's stepping down as the chairman. But he was all these niggas going to retirement. What do y'all want from him? Who wants to be in charge of a company, have to check on day to day and shit like this is going on in the world?
Is it really stepping down when you own it?
Exactly. I mean, you just, yeah. I mean, it's a public traded company.
He doesn't have to deal with people anymore, having to talk about
exactly
future of whatever, Microsoft, this, that,
Exactly.
He got his share.
He could come on Facebook, on Instagram like Boosie and tell a girl, put it on the lot for 1,000, and the stock shouldn't drop at all because he's just a shareholder like the rest of us.
And they pay dividends too. Shit, fuck it.
So he could be like that now. It won't affect it, as opposed to like the buddy from Tesla. What's his name?
Elon.
Elon. Anytime Elon does something stupid, the stocks sell off. It costs money because he's still the CEO and founder. So it's a difference. You have a position as opposed to just owning shares. You're just a shareholder.
Yeah, gonna throw a little money in the stock while it's kind of. I seen the shit already went up.
Yeah, I've been buying some up.
I think it's still going to go down.
It's still going to have plenty of room to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely going to be room to go down. But you buy between then and now, you should be good. You don't just wait and hope that you can't really ever time the market. So, you know what I'm saying? You just keep buying over time and it should level out just the same way like when you buy your 401k. When you're buying your 401k, each time you get a paycheck, you're buying every paycheck every 2 weeks. And over time, you end up winning because the trend's set to go upwards, and you're buying sometimes when it's low, you're buying sometimes high, and it works out in your favor.
Thanks.
What else we got for this week before we get up out of here?
I can't think of anything. Y'all boys got any recommendations as far as TV shows or anything like that? I started watching. It's an old show that got canceled. But I don't know if it got canceled or it was only meant for one season.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Trust on FX, or you can watch on Hulu. It's about the billionaire family, the Getty family. And they were supposed to be like a huge family, like how we have like the the Kennedys and
Rockefellers.
Rockefellers. Exactly. We got all those prestigious ones, but they were one. The Getty family was a big one in the U.S. This guy was like the first. He used to be the world's richest man.
Mm-hmm.
And his family just keep being fuck ups, bro. Like when he had the business, his successor, he couldn't pass it on to his son because his son was a drug addict. He tried to pass it on to his grandson, but between drugs and bad choices, kept fucking up his family. The family ended up selling their share. Getty Oil ended up selling to like Exxon for like $10 billion, like maybe like 20 years ago, something like that. So they're still real wealthy, but that's the reason you don't hear the name anymore because they sold it. Usually those lines never sell their share. And it just keeps, you know what I'm saying? They just eat off of it forever. But what the dad wanted, he already knew these kids were fuck ups. It's a good series. It's on FX called The Trust. They kidnap his grandson. I don't know if you've seen the trailer. They kidnap his grandson, and the guy refused to pay the ransom.
That sounds similar to the show on HBO called Succession.
Exactly. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
But this shows this thing is dope. They've made a movie out of it called All the Money in the World. It's still like that's the movie version of Trust. So the series is Trust. All the Money in the World is the movie.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it reminds me very much like Succession. Yep. How about y'all boys? Have we got no recommendations?
Let me see. I just got done watching Black Lightning, so I'm gonna move on to watching Ozark. So looking forward to that.
Okay.
Oh, Ozark season 3, or are you just starting Ozark altogether?
Yeah, just starting all together.
Off.
Okay. Shoot, right now, I was on my shit where I was just watching movies because like shows be taking up my time. But I guess now I kind of have all the time in the world, so I'm gonna see if I can get back on some shows now. Well, I just finished watching I don't know if y'all boys know Gene Reno, the guy from like The Professional, the French dude.
Professional. What series is it? What movie?
It's a movie. The Professional. Is Gene Reno? It's a French dude, like from Nikita type dude. I don't think y'all familiar.
Okay, but what are you talking about? What did you watch him on?
I saw him on Amazon Prime. It's called I forgot the name of the movie, but the shit's real gangster, man.
If you name it, I might know it. I watch a couple of shit on Amazon.
Just look up for the guy Gene Reno. Real gangster dude, man. He's always in good action movies. French dude, old school dude.
There's just so much shit to watch right now, man. It's insane.
Oh yeah, a lot of
Listen, I started watching some shit on Amazon Prime called Washed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about terrible acting, low budget, but it's about a 30-year-old, a guy that just turns 30, and he just talks about how he's washed now. And it's a black series. So,
and it's not good. You said,
bro, the acting is terrible, the production is terrible, but you can relate to it being a washed person like yourself, Nate.
Listen, I always felt right now never is the time to be a creator, man. They cutting these type of crazy checks, at least before this coronavirus thing. They giving everyone different type of syndication, different type of deal.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Because I was finally making my way back into the film shit. I got landed some production and shit, and this shit just washed that shit, man. But
yeah,
definitely looking forward to getting back into it.
You see all these movies going direct. You seen all these movies going straight to digital
from the theaters.
Yeah, going either straight to digital or straight to the DVD bullshit. Shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, what can you do right now? Nobody could go to the movie theaters.
Yeah, but it's the money these studios are about to lose because half the time, most of the studios didn't make money off their budgets anyways. They said there was like maybe like 20 or 25% of the movie theaters were holding up the whole movie industry. A lot of movies didn't really make that much money.
But it's like what happened to Gray?
I don't know. I was looking at that.
So either way, it's gonna have crazy consequences. They might do this shit might end movie theaters. We might not even go to movies no more. People just get that in-home shit.
These movies that were supposed to be in the office, you have to buy them for like $20.
Yeah, they're expensive. Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's the experience, right? Like, there's a couple movies I just went to just because, you know what I'm saying? It's an experience. You know, you get your little popcorn, your candy, whatnot, and then you have a whole theater of people around you. Like if you're watching a comedy or whatever, there's that one part where somebody says something slick, the whole theater's laughing at the same time. It's an experience. You know what I'm saying? So I still can't discount that. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. That's something we've taken for some of us will take for granted, and we'll be looking forward to that happening again.
Yeah, the movies might not come back. Remember the last recession? Some companies just never came back. Like there's some companies that I were around my whole life that I didn't just see them close doors. Like Circuit City, companies that you thought that were pillars that are going to be around. Like when Dixie was almost out of there. When Dixie was on its last legs for almost a decade now. I don't even know how to, but we would have thought Albertsons was around. Albertsons are the fuck up out of here.
Radio Shack.
I forgot about Radio Shack. I'm thinking Circuit City. The Radio Shack is when I met. That's another one.
H.H. Gregg.
Yeah, there's companies that you think wouldn't survive that because debt's usually what kills a lot of companies. Is that a lot of debt? They couldn't pay the debt or what's the name?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Office Max is going to make the cut. That shit always look dead. I'm saying that there's some company that ain't gonna be here anymore, bro.
Shit, you can see even Staples is reinventing themselves because now Staples has a creative space where they're doing like I don't know about anywhere else, but up here they have a thing with Staples where they're actually having a podcast space. So like,
where you can rent out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're trying to be smooth. They're trying to
yeah. They have a
Sears probably about to get the fuck up out of here.
Sears is not out of here already.
Bro, Sears is still clinging on. There's some companies you don't know how they're still lingering on, bro.
I know even Kmart is still here.
Exactly, bro. Kmart's another one. That thing's a dead town. That's the brand. But some of these companies, they only got one more recession in them. They out of here, bro. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, I thought Kmart was really done. They really are here for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Kmart's in like New York and stuff. Like down south, there's no more Kmart's, but. In some regions, they're still thriving.
I guess in places where they don't have a lot of Walmarts too, they might still be around.
Like, I know there's a Kmart in Lantana still. I thought that shit would have been dead. It's still there.
But look, there was a lot of fast food restaurants that was on its last legs before this Corona came along. You know what I'm saying? Now that people are ordering to go, you look at the menu again. People were on that healthy tip for a minute. We were about to say, fuck these fast food places. Now look who came and saved the day. Burger King's popping again. All this shit is insane.
Yeah. You'd be like, damn, I just want a Big Mac, dog.
Even if you don't want it, some of these diners aren't hip enough. They're not on Grubhub. They're not on these stuff yet.
Yeah, that part.
It's too long and people are hungry now.
Yeah.
And you're gonna go to what you know. Garbage ass Papa John's, whose stock has went to trash after the owner was talking crazy. I guarantee you their stock's gonna shoot up.
They picked that shit up, huh?
Next time they give the numbers after all this, yeah, when people want to eat out, they want something they know. Papa John's about to be popping again. So
I ain't gonna front. Papa John's had the best pizza out of all them shits anyway.
Out of all the garbage ones, it definitely did have the best one.
Yeah.
You're right about that. So,
I hate it. Yeah,
because Domino's and those other shits, that's straight cardboard. But, you know, I remember Little Caesars came back. That shit used to be dead. They came back after the recession.
Hell yeah. A little $5 pizza. And you can get
they said they realized there's a market for it. Somebody want $5 and want to complain.
Hell yeah. And that little shit was good for a little Netflix and chill. Like, she's like, tell me she wants you want some pizza. Ain't shit. I got you.
Anyways, that's about it, man. Before we're rambling on, y'all. Your recommendation was the what, Juno?
Washed.
Even though you said it's horrible acting, you're still recommending it.
Hey, bro, you ain't got shit else to do. You might as well watch it.
When does The Chi come back?
No, I have no idea.
Or Atlanta. There's some good ass shows that you know what I'm saying. That's I almost don't want to watch The Chi since Buddy got kicked off, but you know it was a good show while it was there. So I'm gonna give it the
same time as the NBA. Same time as the NBA. We don't know yet, but it'll
NBA might call this season off. It's been this long. Who knows?
Yeah.
I feel they're gonna bring back football regardless.
How the hell are they gonna do that?
It's America, bro. It's like, you see how Trump say we just can't stop. You got to go to work. I think it's like football is such a staple in America. It's gonna look crazy if it don't come back.
ESPN gonna play all these little replay games, man. I don't see NFL coming back right now, bro. Not right now.
It's not it. When's the season? When was the regular season supposed to start?
August,
September.
Yeah.
We should be out by then. If we're not, I think they're coming back regardless.
They gonna come back. It just ain't gonna be right now. What they thinking about doing is the little NBA. Someone had an idea of get all these players, put them all together, quarantine in one place. You know what I'm saying? And just have these games with no fans in there and just finish
like the Olympic City. Like you just shut them down. You have your little city.
Basically,
test them. Everyone's there. You can't go. And then now you watch it and people watch. Yeah, because that's a lot of revenue stream.
That's it. Like today, they're getting their checks. They're getting their checks right now. But they were saying that they might not get their next checks whenever that's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's when everyone's gonna come to me like, yo.
What's crazy is millionaires living check to check, bro. You can imagine their bills.
The bills
bro.
are different, bro.
Bills is kind of different for sure. When you gotta pay that mortgage looking like $6,000 a month, whatever the light bill is, and all the Rolls Royce, you gotta pay for all that shit.
Yeah, boys is tripping. So
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is.
All right, man. Juno, don't forget to bring that the job tomorrow, buddy. Still hitting me up about that.
Yeah, I already put it in the car, so you good.
All right, folks. You know how to hit us. What is it? Give the outro. You know, shit slipped my mind. What is it?
You don't know how to do it?
Check us out at That's Absurd Pod That's Absurd Pod on Twitter. That's Absurd Pod on Instagram. That's Absurd Podcast on Facebook. Email us at that'sabsurdpodcast@gmail.com or give us a call at 407-900-6076. That's 407-900-6076. That's it, right? Definitely that's not in the order we do it in, though.
Good job. Good job.
He's like, you sure?
He tried. He tried. He did a good job. But all right, Didier, we appreciate you jumping on this week.
Appreciate you letting me come on through. It's fun.
And folks, we'll catch you guys next week.
Yeah, we out.